I have a train, I have a train, I have got a train. I can't go anywhere with the train, but I have a train. In the previous episode, we went ahead and we built our very first train, but of course I have got nowhere near enough tracks to actually get it to go anywhere. And I also actually can't even get up into the passenger cars, which is where I will actually be sitting. So we need to go ahead and we need to build ourselves a train station here, as well as also over by our wood chopping area. Now I was going to connect the rail from here all the way over to our wood chopping area, but this is significantly further away than I thought. Like, significantly. And despite spending the entire week AFKing my iron farm and also going down into the mines for separate mining adventures and getting hundreds upon hundreds of iron, I still don't even have enough to get a train track going just to there. I also have to have it coming back as well. As you can see, I also have some unwanted visitors, but they're stuck, so they're just going to sit there and be annoying in general for probably a while. Instead of a troll under a bridge, I got a bunch of pillagers. As you can see in here, we have got a full chest, which is 3,456, and in here I have got 2,300. I think I need at least 4 full chests of rail to get all the way from here over to there. I have got 1.5. Now fortunately, these are filling up okay-ish, but it has made me realize, after building this train and also waiting for this, I am behind. I am sort of jumping a few steps, so we are going to take a step back, and we're going to slow things down a little bit and get some better farms done. And that includes now planning exactly what it is we're going to do. Go ahead and we get ourselves a clipboard here. We can go ahead and start making a list of just things that I need. And this is all stuff that is going to mostly go into our first city over here where the train is. So first off, I need power. For every single thing we need power. Now for the most part, I was planning on using just windmills for this. I wanted to build 4 to 5 max size windmills and just place them throughout the city and then interconnect them all, and that should hopefully be enough power to run the whole city. If not, we may have to go ahead and actually make some, I believe they're called steam engines, and get that upgraded. Second, I need a better iron farm. This one has served its purpose. It has done well. It has carried me this far. But I need something a little bit more efficient and something that's also not keeping all this flint so that I can actually build bigger and better things, especially faster, especially if we want to go ahead and have track going, all around this city. Like, I need to bring track all the way down here, all the way to here, all the way up to here. So we definitely need to go ahead and get a more efficient iron farm built up in this section. That's definitely going to be top of my list. Another thing we're going to need is a wool farm, as I need wool to, block out buildings and to plan the actual city. And although I have been manually shearing all of our sheep in there, just in between episodes, in between clips, you'll see that I don't really have too much. I have a decent amount of white wool, a little over 1,000, but I'd like to have 1,000 of basically every single color. And also, I don't want to be going and manually shearing all of our sheep, especially if I go ahead as well and I do plan on using a bunch of windmills. We're going to need a lot of wool for that as well. Another thing we're going to need is a tough farm. Now, the reason why we need a tough farm, just look at the uses for tough. If you grind up tough, you get gold, copper, zinc, iron, and electrum. I don't know what to do with electrum. That's not the important one. But the gold, copper, zinc, and of course the iron is also a nice bonus. Those are the important things that I need. We need copper for brass as well as the zinc. I need zinc for our copycat panels as well. I can also use the zinc and the iron from this to make andesite alloy, which of course, we use for pretty much everything. And of course, having a nice little gold farm is also a bonus. So getting a tough farm up and running is definitely going to be of use. So to get a tough farm, you need to mix cobble and basalt, which you can just go ahead and make those easily. You can make a basalt and a cobble generator, and then you just mix it together and you get tough. Another thing that we need is an andesite farm, and you get andesite by mixing cobble and diorite. Now cobble, of course, cobble gen. And diorite you can get by mixing cobble and quartz. And quartz you can get by, by crushing diorite. That's not super helpful. But you can get it by washing either crushed gold or soul sand. I think soul sand is the way we want to go, because if you haunt sand, you get soul sand, and I think there is a way you can get regular sand as well, which you get sand by crushing gravel. So it's a whole lot of steps. to get that one, but we do definitely need an andesite farm, which will of course then be used to make our andesite alloy. We also need a nether quartz farm for our electron tubes, because I want to make display boards for a lot of things, especially for each train station to show where each train will come in and when it's going and all that stuff. So we need a lot of display boards, and each of those, well, every 2 display boards requires 1 electron tube. So we need to have a redstone or / nether quartz farm. So we know how to get the nether quartz. Redstone is a whole other thing though, because in order to actually get redstone, you need potion of strength and cinder flower. Cinder flower you get from crushing wither skeleton skulls, blaze burners, netherrack, or an empty blaze burner. So we'll probably go with the netherrack, I think, as if I'm not mistaken, we can automate netherrack as well by mixing cobble and potions of healing. And of course we need to automate all this, so the redstone and the electron tube farm, that's way down the line. Way down the line. In fact, I'm probably going to have an entire building dedicated to just making these electron tubes, or at least farming redstone. Now, another thing we need, which is, well, we don't really need this, but it will be nice to have, and it will play a big part into our city, is food production. Now, what that means is if we come over here, the one part of the city that I already have sort of planned out, this entire lower section right here. If you look on the map, you can see it covers this whole section right here. This is just going to be one massive field where we're going to grow every single thing that you can grow. The wheat, pumpkin, actually I don't know about pumpkins and melons, I'm not sure how they work, I need to test that out real quick. But wheat, tomatoes, onions, cabbage, flax, and I think there's also something else, maybe sugarcane as well, is all going to grow here. And then we're going to have a fun little contraption that will dump it all off somewhere around here, and then it will go into a massive building here, which is going to then process it down to everything we need. You know, cutting up the tomatoes, the onions, stuff like that, so it can be duplicated. Turning the sugar cane into sugar or into paper, depending on what I need. I'll probably do both. Turning wheat into flour and then into dough, and then processing all that into actual food. You're not getting my food, Mr. Raccoon. You need to stop. You're not getting my food. I'm sorry. As I want to have a series of different restaurants in this city, and from the processing plant, it will go ahead and it'll ship out each of the different Farmer's Delight foods into all those places for me to quote-unquote buy. Of course, it'll just be a bunch of storage containers where I can go ahead and grab them. And this is another thing that I want in the city. I wasn't originally going to do this, but I do think I actually need this, and that is a centralized storage. So all of these things will have their own individual storage, which will probably just be one vault. Once that singular vault gets full, I want to have all the excess going into a centralized storage, which will probably be like 10 or 15 max size vaults. That way I have access to just everything and an overflow area. Once, of course, it's all done and I don't need anything anymore, I'll also have a trash chute for all the other things to just burn off into lava. But I have a fun idea for that, so that's why I actually have this on here. I'll just put that in brackets as I have a fun idea for that. We already have our wood farm, which is good. Unfortunately, it is, of course, a little bit far away, but that's okay. I think for a start, this is good. I definitely need to get this better iron farm sorted first, and probably the wool farm second. Although, actually, technically speaking, I need the power first. So I need to design a windmill, and I'll probably put 2 windmills actually down here in this section. And I also need to hollow out the entire ground here so I can actually bring the power to everywhere I need to go, and I don't have to worry about that. But that is for way later. I need to clear out all this area as well so I can get a better picture. But this will probably be the first area we deal with mostly, just so I can get some windmills in. I can actually get some power over here, as I don't want to use any of the power that's over there. Although that windmill probably does have a good bit of power left in it to be used, I don't want to bring it over here. I want to have separate windmills over here just for that. Now, another thing we need to do that I'm not going to add to the clipboard, as it's not technically part of the city, is I need to build another train. I need to build a train that has rollers, these fun things, because what they do is as they go over the track, they will actually replace the block underneath, whichever block you want, so that way I can get my coarse dirt under all the track. As well as for other areas, it will actually sort of make a sort of path under the train in case the train track is floating. And then I'll just go in and make the landscaping a little bit more natural afterwards, but it gives a nice base. So I need a train that has rollers on it, as well as a bunch of drills that cover the entire thing, so I can dig into mountains and already drill out the perfect tunnel. Especially on angles, the train tracks do not behave the way you would think, so having a tunnel maker almost is definitely going to be essential. And of course, we also need a train station, which is actually what we're going to be doing today. So we're kind of doing this kind of backwards. We're going to start with the train station. We're going to get that done out of the way, and then we'll move on to all the other stuff in the future. And of course, I really need that wool so I can actually start laying out the foundation of the city and trying to figure out sort of where everything will actually go. So that is a lot of talking and a lot of information right at the start of this video, but all this stuff is super important. I really do need all this stuff, especially the iron farm. I really do need that one set up as soon as possible. I think by the time next week rolls around, I will have just enough iron to actually get us to the log farm, I hope, as I really do want this train to actually be moving. That is it for that. Let's go ahead and let's actually go ahead and build some stations. We're going to build this one as well as the one at the log farm now. First, I actually need to go here and remove all of this ground as there are. I do actually need 2 sets of track. It's also very frustrating that I cannot turn this lush dirt into regular dirt or use it to make coarse dirt. In case you did not know, if you go into here and you go into configure and you go to gameplay settings, you can go down to trains and you can increase the max track placement length. I have it up to 128. I think you maybe can go bigger than that, I'm not too sure, but 128 is definitely good enough. And see, there you go, there goes a bunch of the track that I just had, but there we go, we have our second one, as we're gonna have trains going both that way and this way. That is enough talking for me though. I think it's time that we go ahead and we throw ourselves into a time lapse. I'll shut up, you all can just watch me build this train station. Let's go. Here we go, train station done, at least for over here in our first city. We've got our one platform up here, lots of azalea bushes all over the place. I've got a stand on both sides. This is where I'm going to put the display board to show when the trains will be departing and arriving and where they're going, all that information. If you come down here, we have a nice little tunnel that leads over to the other platform that just goes under the tracks. I used this ochre blocks, which looks amazing. I think it fits in really nicely here. It is a little bit like brass, but it's a little, I want to say, probably more muted than brass. You can see there the difference, but I quite like it a lot, so I'll probably use it a bit more. Nice simple tunnel that just leads us over onto here, over to this side, as of course, you know, we'll have trains going back and forth, so we need to be able to access both sides of the platform. And if we come on up here, we can now go ahead and walk straight into the passenger train, which is apparently full with flies. Why are there so many flies in here? There are a lot of flies in here. Wait a minute. Hold up. This entire car is infested. Why are there so many? Anyway, there we go. And of course, we also have our benches here, so we can just sit and wait for the train to arrive. Now let's go ahead and let's get this station built for our logging farm. As you can see, our farm is still running, hasn't broken yet. I still have not fixed the sapling issue. This is where the platform is going to go, so I have got to go ahead and tear out a massive chunk of this mountain right here. We'll have the one platform right here, and then of course we'll have the other platform on the other side, and of course the double track going through it. So let's go ahead and throw this right into another time lapse. Here we go, another train station completed over by our log farm. I'm very happy with how this one turned out. I very much like the overhanging. Okay. You just had to do it, didn't you? You just had to start raining. Anyway, as I was saying, I really like the overhanging cliff that and the station that is sort of built into it. As well, we also have it on this side as well. And then we have a nice little bridge over here made out of catwalk to get in on over to this side, just like this. I like the stripped wood pattern, and of course we went ahead and brought in that oak rim brick stuff over here again. It looks really nice, and it fits in with the wood very nicely as well, especially with the oak. I want to say it's like in between brass and stripped oak, so that's why I think it fits in really nicely in here. And of course we got the beginnings of our track laid out. We're going to have a tunnel right in here that's just going to go off into our other area. I am curious about one thing because we spent a little over an hour and a half here. I wonder how much wood I've gotten in that time. Let's go take a look at our storage here. Oh, look at that. 3K dark oak, 1K stripped spruce. Spruce is still not going a lot. The birch isn't as much either, but I'm not going to use as much of that. I'm going to more use the stripped variant. Another good news for doing this is I was able to get a lot of iron here, actually. I'm just going to go ahead and craft up these iron axes. I completely forgot to do this. Iron axe and iron axe. Can't rotate it though. I wish I could, but there we go. Now those placards are finally in. Now all that's left for this area is to dig out the tunnel and actually get the track all the way over here. I quite like this bridge. I did want to put a lantern hanging down off of that, but I can't actually place any blocks under there. It's a little unfortunate, but it's okay. I do have to find a place for a display board, although I might either put like a stand right here, or maybe I'll have it hanging up off of there, or back there. Either one. Just need to make sure that it's not in the way of the train won't hit it, because that would be bad. Or I'll put it in the wall, maybe in the center right there. That might also work too. I have got just over 11,000 track. Hopefully that'll be enough for us to go there and back. It's definitely enough for us to get there. I'm not 100% sure on getting back, and I've also got a good amount of coarse dirt. Definitely need more of that, but that is for afterwards. We're also going to go ahead and build a second train today, although this will not be a passenger train. This is going to be a train to lay down the coarse dirt, as well as to also dig out tunnels wherever we need them. So it's going to look super ugly, but that is okay. It does not need to look pretty, it just needs to be functional. We're going to get this track all the way there first, and then I'll focus on the other track, bringing it back. This will be the first bridge in our first trailway, and there we go. Lovely. Now we just have to continue on, and now I can also get rid of the coarse dirt, because we'll do that with the actual train later. Well, that didn't work. Oh, it did work. Oh, that's weird. My rail is invisible. That's not good. How do I fix this? Wait a minute, what? Oh, magic rail. I don't know why that worked. Alright, whatever. Huh! Why is the track disappearing? Is it because I'm too far away? Okay, that's really weird. Track is there, track is gone. Track is there, track is gone. Track is there, track is gone. It's something to do with my rendering. I don't know if I can fix that. If there's a setting that you all know of how I can fix that, please do let me know. Because that's kind of sucks. So long as it works, that is what matters. Need to make sure that I'm not going to hit this house over here. This is going to be a very long journey. We'll of course have our train come through here later and make this all nice. Do a little bit myself. Plus, having some building blocks is definitely going to be useful for once I get up into the mountains. The mountains is definitely going to be the most tricky part. Yeah, I don't think it likes S-bends from far away. Yep, see? And now it's invisible again. Again, if there's a setting that you all know that I could use to avoid that, do let me know. So now, I do want the train to head up this way, so I think we're going to start turning it now. So we'll go around whatever this is here, and then just sort of go straight again. I want to end up putting a station here, as I quite like this pond. I want to build something around it at some point. So I definitely want the train to come through here, and then probably just straight through. Yeah, we'll probably start turning it now, that way we can get a nice curve going. I feel like I should be doing this after I have a jetpack. Definitely need to get a jetpack soon though too. Also, I should probably be mentioning this. So first off, you can't do sloped S-bends, which really sucks. If you go here, you can see how harsh the green line is on the rail. If you hold shift, it will go ahead and smooth it out. Those pumpkins are going to be a problem. So far, it's not bad. Actually, this may not take me as long as I thought. I believe this lake is actually, I think this is the halfway point. So we're about a quarter of the way there already, and it has only been 14 minutes. This is not bad. I thought this was going to take me like a week. This is now where I need to be careful, because if I go too far, it's going to go too high off the ground, and it's going to look super weird. And that is what I want to try to avoid. I want to try to avoid these 45-degree slopes as well. They're a little bit too harsh. Another note, I did go ahead and I did grab another stack upgrade tier 2, which if you didn't know, you can actually put multiple of these and it will actually stack, which is how I'm now able to hold way more stuff in each slot than I was before. I think before I was only able to hold like 500. Something we are definitely going to have to do is after I come through here with our little drill, we are going to have to go ahead and replant some of these trees, or at least reposition them so that they are completely out of the way, but also still dense enough that it actually, you know, looks cool. As I do quite like these forests. These forests are really, really nice. Oh, it's thunderstorming? Not dark enough for that. Oh well, at least I can sleep and get rid of the rain. I'll take it. Rainbow! That's a sign, right? That's a sign of good things to come? Nope, that's not a good thing. That's an evil thing. The rainbow has abandoned me. I thought there was a second one. Now, I'm not going to have two-way track all the way there. In certain areas, it's actually only going to be a single track, like on the side of the mountain, as well as right here, as it's a, you know, it's a super dense forest, so I don't want to have a double track going through it. Here as well, even though it's just a small section, I'll also probably single track it there. So it'll probably be double track, single track, double track, single track, double track, all the way over to here. And then as we snake up our way up this mountain, it will go ahead and it'll swap into a single track until we end up in the tunnel, which will then double track again to end up right at our log farm. And then of course we'll have to go ahead and get some signals up in place later on so that we don't have any collisions. You can see here, here's that little pond, well, lake thing. Again, don't know what I want to build here, but I do know I want to build something. Doesn't really leave anywhere for a station, but it's okay. We can figure that out later on down the line. I might just flatten out this area. Once I actually decide what it is I'm going to build in here, then I'll actually deal with the terraforming. Going through this biome sucks. I hate it. There's all these little clover patches in the ground that is stopping my rail from being placed. And there's also all these little stubby trees all over the place that I have to go ahead and get rid of because they're in my way. Plus, I know there are a bunch of sharp, prickly blueberry bushes all over the place that are going to stab me, I'm sure, in any moment. I thought the dense forest would be the worst, but nope. This one is just annoying. Oh my god. See what I mean? These stupid clover patches. Let's see, do I just want to go straight? I kind of want to go... I want to put the bridge probably right here. We'll go over this way a bit. And now I got a bunch of pumpkins in my way. Here we are, site of the second bridge. Let's go ahead and remove this. This is a good spot for it. We get a nice view of the tower. And we should see the mountain coming up in a second. There we go, perfect bridge. Of course, I may change that, and who knows, maybe I'll make it an arch bridge later. But for now, flat bridge, just make things simple. I need to head up here because I need to see where it is I'm going. This is the difficult part now. How do I snake this all the way up the mountain? I have a rough idea. Yeah, I want to bring the track up this way and loop it kind of all the way around. Not that far, but maybe something like this might work. Oh, come on. All the way out here? Really? What are they attacking? They're attacking a snail? Why? What did the snail do to you guys? This one does not like that snail. Even all the way out here when I'm just peacefully laying my track, they still can't leave me alone. Okay, so there's one bit of track that I do not like, but we will fix it with terraforming later. So train will come up here, we'll go up here, and then it's going to loop around here and go into a tunnel that will lead us straight into our log farm. We're almost there. We're very, very close. Ha ha ha, you can't get me now, powdered snow. That's right, I'm light as a rabbit. Anyway, back in the miserable rain, and back to climbing up this mountain. Go ahead and let's get to it. After a little bit of trial and error, I've gone ahead and got our track all the way around the mountain. As you can see here, I've got it right up to here. And now I've got to go ahead and dig a tunnel straight through over onto the other side. But I also need to have it curved. So this is going to take a little bit of effort. But if you go right here, you see, so all of this will just remain a single track. I won't have two tracks here. Of course, we're going to have to go ahead and dig out some of this, otherwise the train's going to clip it, especially right here. If you go here, we've got our small little mini bridge right here. I'm also going to have to do a little bit of terraforming there. If you did not know, if you have a piece of track which is floating and is straight, you can actually walk across it, but you have to go ahead and go in the middle, because if you go off to the sides, you will fall just straight through. And you can see all the way down there is where we were. We went up there, all the way around, and of course over to there. But now let's go ahead and try and figure out this tunnel. I'm not going to dig out the whole tunnel. I'm going to build a special train for that. But I do need to get the track down so that the tunnel train can actually get through it. Also, I got a lot of snowballs doing this. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold up. Those were actual... They're cubes. I did not know that. That's kind of cool. And I fell through. See what I mean? Yeah, and if it's on a turn, it also won't let you walk through it. It has to be perfectly straight. Alright, let's dig in here and try to figure out how to angle this towards there. After a little bit of effort, we are officially over here at our log farm. We now have a rail extending all the way from our log farm over to our first city. Of course, I still have to go all the way back with the second track, but one is done. If you come on through here, I of course need to hollow all this out afterwards, but we're going to make a train specifically for that. I am not doing it by hand. We're going to have the second train, I think, connect right up to here, and then all the way here will be a single track. And I'll probably start it back up on a double track, maybe somewhere here. Possibly here. I think this is the area where we just go basically straight up, so somewhere around here. But I will cut back once we are actually back at our base so we can go ahead and build our tunneler. And we can dig all this stuff out. Also put coarse dirt all along the track and everything. So I will see you all back at our first city. And with this final connection, there we go. We've got double track now going all the way around. Right here is a little single track, you got double track here, and then single track again right here. This is going to be a little bit tricky because this is a very long track, so obviously when there's a train on here, no other trains can be going on here. We'll set up the signals way later once we get more trains, but that might be a problem later on down the line. It depends. It's a very long track, so hopefully it won't get too congested, but now that we're here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this train out of the way, and we're gonna go ahead and build the other one. Hello? Okay, that was weird. I don't know why that was struggling so much to get me up there. There we go. We can actually technically go somewhere now with this train. I'm not gonna go too far, as it's going to end up... Oh my god, this thing is fast. Magical floating train. I'm gonna need to set up a train yard, which I'm thinking this area right here will be very good for a train yard. It's big, open, and that'll be where I can just store track, where I can build trains, maybe do some farms. Basically everything to do with trains might be in this large section here. That castle might have to go. I do like it a lot, but it may have to go. So I don't actually have any of these stuff for the drill right now. Let me just go ahead super quickly. I'll grab that and we will make this train. Here we go. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it will work. I do quite like these iron plate blocks. Of course, put them on some copycat pans, but we've got all the drills here. You can see it's kind of in a little bit of a weird sort of shape. This is going to be the shape of the tunnel, basically. We've got 3 rollers on here, and I've got them currently set to coarse dirt. Come up here, I've got lots and lots of chests in here, like a lot of them. I filled it with a lot of coarse dirt, but probably not enough to get us all the way there. See here, I have access to the filters and the different modes. Right now we just want to break blocks and pave. And now comes the super fun part of me taking this all the way to the mountain and back again. This should be a little faster, although I will have to go a little bit slow on certain turns and when it's breaking the blocks. Otherwise, it won't actually break the blocks if you go too fast. So I'm just going to go out here, hit assemble train, and I shall throw this into another montage. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a montage of me just going all the way over there. These ladders are busted. Good news, I have gone ahead and got this all the way over here to our wood chopping area. Bad news is I ran out of coarse dirt just a little bit up the top of the mountain there. That's not the right button. Although I do have an arrow in my head because that tunnel is now super dark. There's a lot of things spawning in there, but that's not the point. I ran out of coarse dirt around here, so almost made it all the way. But that's okay, we're still getting all that sorted, and you can see the massive tunnel here. I got most of the blocks, although sometimes on the turns, the drills don't get everything. So now I just have to go ahead and pick it up. I'm going to show you how you can do that. For those of you who do not know, you can actually pick up... Hello, creepers. What is this creeper made out of? Oh my god! It had so many effects. If I hop right up on in here and I open up this chest, you can see it's just covered in snowballs. That one's also covered in snowballs. That one's also covered in snowballs. There's just a lot of snowballs all over the place. For those of you who do not know, if you go ahead and you right-click the bogey, you can actually move the train. And let's see if I can move this to the right spot. Yep, there we go. Now we can just go ahead and continue on this side. And then once we get back to our base, I'm going to actually build our first bridge. And then we're going to go ahead and end off the episode. I'll get more coarse dirt in between episodes, and I'll just go through here again. Maybe find a way if I can disable these drills, just have the rollers going, and we'll go ahead and replace all the areas that I missed with coarse dirt. But let's go ahead, let's get back to base. And let's build our first bridge. We are back. I ended up just riding this thing, just reverse all the way back. I did clear out the tunnel, but then I just decided to come all the way back just as is. That way I won't have to go. I'll have to end up going through another time anyway once I get the coarse dirt back, so I'll just go back that way afterwards. Well, I've got a bunch of blocks here. We're going to go ahead and we're going to start building this first bridge. Right over here, I'm going to throw us into one last time lapse for this episode. And in the next episode, I will finish this track fully in between episodes. I'll take this down the other track. I also need to do just a quick little turnaround, a temporary one on either side. And I will set up our passenger train with a schedule. And we will start next episode with that train moving. I will finally get it going. And that way, that will be our first train finally fully 100% completed after that point. So let's go ahead and just go right into one final time lapse for today. Bridge 1 completed. We've got our first bridge here from our first city. I still got 2 more little bridges to go on this rail alone, but I am very happy with how this turned out. I like the mix of different deep slate and tough all over the place, as well as I think I added some black stone. I think. Nope, I did not. Lose my mind. Anyway, I quite like this. We have the 3 stands here. It kind of arches. I wanted to have an arch bridge, but then I started designing these stands here, and then it sort of didn't really work out. But you do have a little bit of an arch, kind of, over it, but I quite like it. It's like kind of a bunch of pedestals holding up the bridge. Of course, we've got a few lanterns on it, and if we head on up here, you can go ahead and you can see right here, plenty of space for us to go on through, and lots of lanterns as well to ensure that it does not spawn anything, although I think I need to put some lights in the middle. I don't think here is mob safe. And we've got plenty of space underneath if we ever want to do anything down here. We might have some paths leading on to other things. But I'm very happy with how this bridge has turned out. We have made a lot of progress in this episode. We've got our rail all the way over to our wood farm. We've got a bridge. We've got a secondary train now to dig out tunnels and also replace the ground with whatever blocks I need. And in the next episode, I'll go ahead, I'll finalize everything. I'll get the turning points on either end. I will get a train schedule put onto our train. I'll also go ahead and gather up enough coarse dirt to fill in the remainder of this track all the way over. And I'll take that through just one more time around all the way through, just to smoothen things out. There are a bunch of areas, like I got a bunch of floating trees all over the place. Some of the terrain is also sort of dug into. As the train goes downward, it starts drilling into the ground, even though it technically shouldn't be. So I'll have to go ahead and clean up all that. That may not be in between episodes, but it will get done eventually. As promised, our train is now fully functional. In the previous episodes, we went ahead and we built a massive track all the way from here over to our log farm and all the way back. We also took our little drill thing, which is currently over here. I made a little side pathway for it, so it's off to the side. And we went all the way through, made sure that our train can go through. We put coarse dirt along most of it. I did miss a little bit here at the end on the way back. But for the most part, it is all said and done. And now we've got our train here. And in my inventory, I've got a train schedule. You can see right here. I've gone ahead and named all of our stations as well. So first it's going to go to the first city, Station West. I'll obviously change these once we actually get a name for our first city. At each station, it will wait for 3 minutes. Technically 6, as there are actually 2 stations at each station. There's for the west direction and then the east direction. It'll stop at both and wait 3 minutes at both. This is to ensure that I can be able to get on, because if I don't get on, I have to wait an entire day for it to come back. So now let's just go ahead and let's find ourselves a train conductor. It can be, I think, any mob. Maybe a fly. Actually, I'm not going to choose a fly. Can I get a fox? Let's see, what's around here? Ooh, raccoon. That also works. Come here, buddy. Where'd my lead go? I need that back. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I've set this up so that the doors actually open on the right side. You go ahead and you can right click this. You can see right here how to open the door. So this one, south side only, so only the doors facing the south will open, and then I've done that on all the other ones. Now let's go ahead here and let's see if I can't leave. Oh wait, you are almost dead. That might be a problem. But there we go. So he's going to go over here. He's going to do a quick little roundabout. Of course, I'm going to change this eventually. This is horrible. But for now, this is how it is. Oh, he whistles. Okay, so this should open. It should wait 3 minutes. And then we can go head on over to our log farm. And we'll see that. But like I said, it takes an entire day to make this journey. But we can go ahead. Let's go over to this cart. And I just wait for 3 minutes until he goes. And then I shall see you all at our log farm. And we are here. Just like that. And as you can see, it took a long time. I may lower the train schedule down. The only reason why I put it so high is because if I come out here, obviously, I need to have enough time to run all the way over to here, get whatever I need to get, and then come back. It technically isn't 3 minutes, but still, I wanted to be extra sure. So let's go over here as well. We can go check this. Look at that. So much stuff. Incredible. I have also fixed this now. Now I don't have a bunch of saplings all over the place. I ended up just removing one of the pods, as I'm getting more than enough dark oak wood here. So I just added some more of this, what is this, cobblestone bricks over here. So now it doesn't try to place anything here. So no more saplings all over the place. But now that this train is now 100% functional and is going to continuously loop around, it is time for me to remove this waystone, as I have made a vow. Once I get a train set up to whichever faraway place I have set up, no more waystone teleportation. I can still use waystones within the cities, like if I wanted to put a waystone here and then have one just right over there so I could quickly get there and back, I could always do that. So now I have to wait another 3 minutes for this to, well, go around here, and then it's going to stop on the other side for 3 minutes, and then go ahead back again. So I will see you all back at the main city. This is going to take a good while here, Mr. Raccoon. Also, something hit me when I was going through there. I guess I missed a block. It actually knocked me out of my seat, so I'll have to go fix that. Anyway, like I said, I'll see you all back at our first city, where today we're going to begin actually laying down the foundations and the plans for said first city. So lots of planning to do today. Let's go ahead and let's get straight into it. No, I was on my phone. No, I got kicked out right here. No. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, well, I need to fix that. Okay, some of these corners are a little too tight. Got it. No, I was on my phone. I have to walk all the way back. As you can see, the train has made it back safely, and now it's on its way back. Thanks for waiting for me, Mr. Raccoon. Thank you for that. There are a few spots, I guess, I'm gonna have to go ahead and iron out in the track to make sure that doesn't happen again. But train works. Train is going round and round and round. The invisible train over there. And now we can go to and from our log farm whenever we need to. Here's a fun little thing I found. If you have a lava bucket in your inventory and you hold an item over it, you can right click it to trash it. And that is super handy. And that should actually be in the default game, I think. Go ahead and let's start tackling these plans. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have a very vague idea on one section of it, and everything else, I'm clueless. I got nothing. So here's the site of our first city. First things first though, I want to go ahead and clear all this out. I just want a nice, clean, blank slate. I want to get rid of all the grass, flowers, trees, everything. So let's go ahead, and if we just do a quick turn, you can go ahead right here and you can see that all of the trees, bushes, plants, flowers, everything has been removed. It took a lot of effort. Took a couple hours here, but it is all cleared up now. So this is the entire section of our first city. I did not clear down here, as that is just farmland. I don't need to place anything down there or prep anything. But this should be a fairly decent size. And of course, if we need more space, we still have all of this area here if we really do need it. We go ahead right here and we just grab our clipboard right here. I've also added a few other things from the last time, like a scoria farm, villager breeder, villager trading hall, and nothing else. So we've got to go ahead and we've got to put all of this into this area though, so this is going to be quite a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead first off and probably deal with some paths. That'll probably be the first thing we want to go ahead and do. We're going to have to do some terraforming around here. Like I want to smoothen this out and then smooth this out. Let's go ahead and let's just do the path first. I can go ahead and throw that into a time lapse so you all can just see it all come together. And then afterwards, we'll go ahead and grab some wool and start laying down some of the buildings that we want to go ahead and have placed here. So let's hop into a time lapse real quick. And I'm out of course dirt. I thought a little over 1,000 would be enough, but it was barely enough for me to just do this one stretch. But that's okay, we have at least the outline for all the paths. I may have to move this one a little bit later on. But right now, let's go over here, and I'm going to fix this real quick. And then we can go ahead and start placing down a whole lot of wall. go, something like that, and then of course we just have to go ahead and fill it in. Never truly realize just how many blocks you need for a build until you start doing terraforming. Hey! Alright, I was gonna let the two of you live, but if you're gonna get in my way, this is what happens. I was trying to be nice. You wanted to hit me like that. There we go. But that is my point. That little teeny tiny section right here took almost 2,000 blocks. I thought it would maybe be like 500, or you would think it would be like maybe 500 blocks. Nope, 2,000. Oh boy. Anyway, there we go. That is that part done. Oh, don't crash on me, please. So there we go. So right here, this is going to be where we are going to be putting our food processing plant. All right, I got a bunch of wool. Let's go ahead and let's figure out what it is we want to do. I also don't know if this is going to be enough wool. Hopefully it is. I want to start first off with a building right over here. This is going to be a power station. Well, our power station. Not for the trains, but for the entire city. Look at our train right there. Anyway, in this building, we're basically going to house everything to do with the power. If I want to turn off certain buildings, or if I want to set up any factory gauges, stuff like that, it is going to go into here. Now, this technically doesn't make too much sense to have it right out here, but I want it here because for me, efficiently it makes sense. Most of the time I will be either right here or coming from this station, so I want to make sure that it's right there, basically in all the areas that I want to be in most of the time. So here we go, massive power station right here. It's pretty big because I don't know how many factory gauges or different buildings or different clutches and stuff everywhere I need to be, so we're gonna have that just right here. Now, something I did want to do was I did want to use wool to go around and place a temporary wall because the city is going to be walled off. I'm gonna have walls probably all the way around here, all along here. It's going to stop right here as it's going to connect with the big building, and then it's going to connect again on this side and then just go loop all the way around. But I don't really have enough wool for that, so we're just going to pretend that that is all set up there. Maybe I will add it. I do have a lot of white wool. I'm going to do it. I need to do it. I need to see where this is going to be roughly. I also need all this wool as well for afterwards, for when we go ahead and build our windmills in the next episode. Well, build a windmill in the next episode. I need to build quite a few windmills. Of course you want to start raining. It just rained. There we go. All connected up. This entire thing is not... Why? I hope you all stop spawning as soon as I get villagers and everything put in here. I hate you. I hate you all. Sit over there in the miserable rain. I am putting you out of your misery. You can sit in here with me. But there we go. So there's the wall of the city, or the perimeter at least. There we go. Now let's go ahead and let's figure out the rest of the buildings. I used almost all of my wood. Wood? Wool. There's a difference there. Okay, let's see. Let's get some red, some black, some blue, green, cyan. You all are getting closer. I'm gonna leave. You all are gonna despawn, and then I don't have to deal with it. I'm tired of dealing with you guys. And they're gone. Lovely. Oh, don't know if I mentioned it or not, but I had some paintings down here. I might change them though. I don't really like those ones. I wanted to add some bit of design down there, but I'll keep messing around with it. Alright, let's see here. Actually, I should look at my clipboard. So the windmills, those are going to be outside the city. I actually do have locations for them. They are going to be going. I'm going to put one here, and one over here, and then I want to put another one here and another one here. And then of course if I need a little bit more power, I can always put one there. Anywhere around the city I can always put them. But I want to start off with just 5. I think 5 should be enough to power the whole city. I am going to make them all max level windmills, so they are all going to be producing as much wind as possible. I have an idea of something that I maybe want to try, but we'll have to go ahead and wait and see. Why are you broken? It's over there. I see it. I'm looking right at it. Whatever. Math busted. So anyway, that's where the windmills are going to go. A better iron farm. Yes, this is definitely high up on my priority list, so I'd probably want to have it right here by the train station as well. Or I could also just have a... I don't know what I want to put here. Maybe I just want to put like a park here, kind of. I have decided what I'm going to do with this train. I'm actually going to have it go underground. It's going to have to be a very sharp, just straight down tunnel. Otherwise, it's not going to clear down here. But I have decided it is going to go down and underneath. So we won't have to worry about that. We'll have to put like a little mini wall barricade thing to make sure that villagers aren't walking in front of the tracks and getting themselves killed, and also animals. Let's see, where do we want to put this iron farm? Part of me wants to put it right here, but the other part of me doesn't want to put it right here. I want to have it like in the back somewhere or something. Alright, I do know what one thing is, so I'll go do that, and that is the food processing plant. I want that right over here, so let's go do that. Now, this is probably going to be the biggest building in here, as I need to do a lot of just different things in this building. I need to turn wheat into flour and then into dough, but then I also need to separate it out so that it doesn't, and then I also need to be chopping up different vegetables and stuff, and I want to be storing everything. So this is going to be a very, very large building. Here we are, something like this. This is absolutely gigantic, but like I said, I do need all of this space. Let's go ahead and let's shave this off a bit, actually. A little too far for this section. Just want to move this over a bit. There we go, something more like that. And we'll have the entrance probably right here. So this way, like I said, we can go ahead, we can store all of the crops we're going to be growing right there. We can go ahead and chop everything up, turn things into flour, dough. I maybe even will put parcels, or not parcels, cardboard production in here as well. Had an idea, but I think I might alter it. Yeah, that's probably a better idea. So this is going to be, I think I have it in the clipboard, a trash chute. Yes, I need a trash building to just get rid of everything that I do not need. All of the extra stuff or excess things, like when I get a bunch of extra seeds that I don't need to turn into bone meal anymore, stuff like that. I want to put that in this building right here. Actually, I could probably make this a tad bit longer, this wall. There we go, something like this. I have a fun idea for this, but that'll go right here. I was going to put it on the other side of the building, but having it on this side would probably make more sense, so that it's also easier for all the other farms that I put in the city to access as well. Normally, in Create Series, you would have people go ahead and make like little delivery trucks and cars that go around on roads, but as you can see, these are obviously not vehicle roads. In this city, I want to actually just use frog ports for everything. I want to have them going up and down the streets. I think it'll fit in a lot nicer. And then of course, if we need a little bit more maneuverability, I plan on hollowing out the entire undersection both to move power and also move items in case the frog ports are not enough. I may have an exit on this side, like right here where this path comes to an end, but that is small little mini details which I can iron out later. I don't need to iron out every single little block that is going to be placed in the city. I just need a generalized idea so I can start planning things and also figure out what things I need to do first. Well, at least after the windmills. I know the windmills are first because, well, I need power for quite literally everything. So there's no debate on that side. So there we go. That is a few buildings in now. Got our food processing plant, trash plant, and our power control plant. A better iron farm. I think I'm just going to do it. I think I'm just going to commit to putting it right in front of our train station. Of course, it's not. It's going to look like every single other building in here. I don't know the style. Well, I kind of know the style for this. I think I'm going to go a little bit Victorian. I think that's the correct term. Just a lot of very condensed buildings, very close together, if not even just straight up attached to one another. There's our train, look at it. The first time this left, by the way, I thought it had broken because it was gone for so long. I thought maybe the raccoon had died inside or something and it wasn't able to come back, but all is good. It just takes a really long time for it to go there and back. I need to get some display boards up to show me when the train is gonna be here or not. But I need power for that. Once again, I need power for everything. Okay, anyway, iron farm. I'm gonna put it here. Is this big enough? I feel like it should. I'm gonna make it longer. I don't want to risk it. It is definitely big enough. You can make these things super condensed. Actually, no, I am gonna leave it this size. Because we can also always go ahead and, for this one, what I may even end up doing is I may end up having like the second floor where we get all the cobblestone, and then it'll fall through, and then we'll process it into iron down here. Oh boy, I need a lot of buildings. I don't have enough wool for this, so I'm gonna prep as much as I can in today's episode. I do not have enough wool to plan out everything. I'm also gonna go ahead real quick and go grab a few signs. Actually mark everything, otherwise I'm going to forget what everything actually is. Also need to open this up, as this will be the entrance on this side. We're going to see our train go off. I want to see it go across the bridge. Oh my god, I actually am. Yes! You heard me. Look at it go. Oh, I can't wait until we get more trains. And it vanishes off into the distance. Here we go. Power control. Iron farm. Trash building. And food processing. There we go. Just like that. Now, what is next on our list of goodies? Wool farm. There we go. Something like this should be good, probably. I can fit enough sheep in here. Right, okay. So I need basalt and cobble to go into a tough farm to make my gold, copper, zinc, and iron. Okay, and then I also need an andesite farm to make andesite alloy. So I'll probably want to have these ones all together. So that'll be a pretty big building. In fact, I might have this entire section here be that building. How big is that? It's kind of weird to tell on the map. It's a lot bigger than you think it is. I could put it here and just split it off into two buildings. We'll make it seem like it's two different buildings. I did not make this pathway very building friendly. There we go. That's plenty big. There we go. So we'll have basalt, cobble, which will make our zinc, iron, copper, gold. And then of course we'll have our andesite alloy right next to it, or all sort of bunched in together. Redstone farm, I don't think I'm going to do here, to be honest. It needs a lot of stuff, and I kind of want a whole separate area for it. Kind of like how I have our log farming area. I want to have a specific area for the redstone farm. Centralized storage. Yes, I do need this. I need a area where I'm just going to put all of the overflow. So each building is going to have its own individual sort of overflow storage. But first, everything is going to go to a central storage to be, well, stored. It's going to be a struggle, definitely, to try and fill this entire place with buildings. But it's a struggle I'm willing to have. I'm going to put it here on this side of the road instead. We'll have just a massive warehouse building right here. Although it's going to be on an angle, so it's going to be a little difficult for vaults and stuff. But we will make it work somehow. I don't know how. But somehow I will make it work. Yeah, I might need some bigger roads, because if I want to have those chain conveyors all over the place, well, I'll figure it out. That is for later. Oh yeah, that's lots of space. I can fit probably, I can fit hundreds of vaults in here. Oh, not hundreds. Well, technically, yes, I could. The full-size vaults, not hundreds. I could definitely fit a lot, though. And this time, I will also not make the same mistake which I made in my original one. I'll actually show you the mistake I made. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but I made a mistake in the way I designed it. So if you see just back there, you can see that we put stuff in here, and then it comes out of this vault and into this vault, and it's supposed to come out of this vault into this vault. But because this vault is full, you can see the stuff is just stuck in there. So nothing can actually get into this vault. Not only that, but I also have stuff on the conveyor belt that I actually cannot access because it's not in the inventory. I have to remove stuff out of here in order to access it. I don't even know what that stuff is over there. I can't tell. I want to say it's coal, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, so that's the problem I had, and the reason why that's a problem is you can see here at the top of the screen, you see how I have 3 zinc ingots in there? Those should have come into here with the stack of zinc ingots that I already have. But because it can't get through this vault into this one, it's just stuck in here. And basically I'm making more slots that I don't need. So that slot right now where those zinc ingots are in here, it doesn't need to be in there. It could be in this one. So basically what you have to do is make a conveyor belt basically that just goes along all of the vaults, and then you just put those funnels just on it so that it can just pull it out as it goes by. So if the vault is full of slots, but the stack itself is not full, it can still pull items into it, basically. So I will not make that same mistake again for this area. Oh look, our train's back. That's just something I need to make sure I'm thinking about when we go ahead and eventually build this thing. Which will probably have to be, I want to say maybe the third thing we build. So first will be the windmills. Second will probably be my iron farm as well. I need the iron farm running so I can actually make all the vaults to begin with. And then I'll make this so that all of the overflow from the iron farm can actually make it in here, and then same with all of our other farms and everything. Scoria farm. I actually haven't used Scoria yet, but I do want it. And there is a way, so what you do is you need soul sand, which you can do by hunting sand, and then you get sand by, I believe, crushing gravel. Yeah, so if you crush gravel, you'll go ahead and you'll get Scoria. So not only that, but this will also give me clay balls. And of course flint, which I'm just going to garbage the flint. All of the flint, 100% of all the flint that comes from the iron farms, or I think this one may also produce a little bit of flint, and that, all of it is going in the garbage. I already have way too much flint. That is just going straight in the garbage. I don't need to keep any of that. But anyway, with the clay balls, I can also go ahead and make a brick factory, as bricks will also be probably a big part of this city. I could actually, yes, I have that idea. Here we go, Scoria farm. And then what I'll want to do is I'll have like a little bridge that will connect over to here, and I shall put our brick factory right on next to that. And it doesn't make too much to make brick, so let's just go ahead here, brick factory. That's not how you spell factory. There we go, just like that. There we go. Okay, we're kind of filling. Oh my god, we are not filling this place up at all. We're gonna have a lot of just empty well, not empty buildings. They're gonna be villager buildings, because as you can see, I think next on our list is actually a villager breeder. Yes, villager breeder and trading hall. That's going to take up a lot of space, and I think actually that is what I will use this entire section right here for. Will be the trading hall. Oh yeah, I'll be able to get at least one of every villager in. Oh, actually no, I need way more than just one. But there are also additional villagers in this, like there are chefs, and I think there are some create villagers as well. So I want to make sure that I actually have all of those in here. Having a large space like this is definitely going to be of importance. Go ahead, I'm going to actually start the building over here, so that's not right lined up the street, as this is the entryway into the city. I want to actually have this road fairly open, so I'm actually going to start it like all the way over here. And I'm entirely out of blue wool. Dang it. Well, at least I got the basic shape in, so here we go. Villager Trading Hall. Oh my god, and it's raining again. Of course it's raining again. And then of course that means I'm going to definitely want to put the villager breeder right close to it. Probably just right across. Actually, I'll probably put it on this side. I don't need it running all the time, so having it all the way in this back corner of the city isn't going to hurt me too much. And it's also the closest one over to the actual village, so I won't have to actually transport them as far either. Here we go, villager breeder. Might need to be a bit bigger, but that works. Okay, there we go. That is everything I have in here laid out. And I still have so much space. Oh no. That's okay. It's going to be a lot of, like I said, random villager housing as well as restaurants, because once we process all the food, I want to, well, have it displayed somewhere, or at least somewhere for me to take it. So I'll have like a bunch of different restaurants all over the place. Plus, I'm sure I'm going to come up with a bunch of other farms to make. Actually, I already have another one, and that is a dirt/coarse dirt farm. As well, I desperately need dirt and coarse dirt for all the pathways and train tracks and everything that we're going to need. But let's go ahead and let's put that, I don't know, let's just put it here. Why not? Go right here. Whoa, look at all the lights over by our train station. That looks cool. This will probably all be villager housing. Let's just go ahead and let's just outline a few more buildings, as I do have a little bit more wool. Well, I think that's all I got. I'm pretty much running out of wool now at this point. I've got a few random buildings in here. This one's gonna have to be fixed. I'm gonna have to move out this wall a bit more. I'm gonna have to make it more rounded like that, because that looks horrible. That's nowhere near the same width. I want to make sure this stays the same width all the way through. I'll have to go up to probably about there, so I'll just have to move the wall a little bit. But that is the very, very rough base outline for our city, as well as all of the farms and stuff that is going to go inside. So in between episodes, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start designing some things, mainly the windmill. I'm also going to go ahead and probably just clear out down here in between episodes. You don't have to see that, it's not exciting at all. That way we can go ahead in the next episode and just immediately start working on the windmills, getting power over to the city, at least way more power than what I currently have. So not a lot of progress in this episode, not a lot happened in this video, but a lot of planning has got into this video, and a lot of work behind the scenes went into this video. It took me a long time to clear out all of this stuff, trust me. Plus, I have been farming wool pretty much since day one. Ever since I had that barn built over there and I started shearing sheep, I have been non-stop shearing sheep, and I'm already pretty much out of all the wool. This area is absolutely massive, and so much is going to go into it. I'm very excited though, and I cannot wait to see the final results in a few months. I'm going to try, once we really get things up to gear, like once we get the iron farm going, all of the power and everything up, I'm going to try and really get as much done in each episode as I possibly can, so we can get through this project at a relatively decent speed, and then of course so we can go ahead and start working on all of our other cities and everything. Welcome back to our Create Forever world. Hopefully you all had a good New Year's, but we're now in 2026 and we have got lots of building to do. Of course, we started off this episode with a big montage time lapse of me clearing out this entire area, making sure the cliffs are no longer floating, although I have missed a couple spots here and there. I need to clean up this a little bit and this over here as well, but that's not what we are doing. Today we are going to go ahead and we are going to sort out power. I have designed a windmill, one windmill, and we're going to set it up here, we're going to build it, and then I'm going to use a schematic cannon to basically copy it over and place it 2 more times. Assuming I have enough wool for all the sails, as you can see, we used a lot of wool in the previous episode to go ahead and sort of plan out our city. I also did a little bit off camera and place a little bit more here and there. Also still do have to go ahead and fix a few things, but of course this is just the rough layout, so we don't really have to worry about it too much. And I also fixed our train, so I am actually able to take it all the way around now without it kicking me off like it did in the previous episode. I am very excited though about this new year, this world, all the stuff we have got planned, and I hope you all are as well. So let's go ahead. We're going to put the first windmill, probably something right around here will be good. I also, despite flattening all of this area and destroying so much dirt, I am completely out of lush dirt. I had 3,000 before I started this, plus I flattened everything out, so I got a little close to about 3,500. I used all of it. I am completely out. I'm kind of just dragging this out now because I'm waiting for the sun to set so I can go to sleep here and then we can start building in the morning. So I've never actually used the schematic cannon, so we're going to have to figure out how to use that as well. Anyway, here in my backpack, I've got all the blocks we're going to need. Let's just go ahead and let's just start building stuff. This is a good size for the base of the windmill. Let's go ahead and just clear out all of this. And we'll actually do the floor as well. I can get some of my lush dirt back. I want to do a nice checkerboard pattern here with the dark oak planks and also the dark oak vertical planks. There you go, just like that. Nice and fancy. I quite like these vertical planks. I wish these were in the default game. Just having the textures able to go the opposite way is very, very nice. Let's go ahead and let's build this up a little bit. Here we go, something like this. We're kind of mirroring our windmill over there, although just on a much larger scale. I also have some nice texturing in here with the cut deep slate mixed with the regular deep slate bricks. It's just subtle enough to add a little bit of a texture change, but not too much that it's too jarring. Let's head on in here, and we want to have a double thick wall. We're going to put dark oak, not like that, dark oak pillars, which are going to go all the way up. at least the bottom half of this here building, and I want to put regular oak in the middle. Not there, that's supposed to be a pillar, but something like this, and we'll go up, I want to say maybe 7 or maybe 9 blocks I think will probably be better, but we'll just do this all the way up until I think it's a good enough height. Here we go, something like this. I've also gone ahead and added in a few lanterns for some light. And another thing I want to add in are these things, these little sconce things. I think that's what they're called, but they look super nice. Basically, they're just medieval torches, and they look awesome. Go ahead and put a door on this thing. Just went up a little bit more, and that is very dark. We're gonna have to go ahead and add another lantern in there. But that is the next section all done up. Of course, we're gonna add a little bit more details here in a second. Should probably also put a bucket of water down here as I keep falling and almost dying. Let's go ahead and let's continue on, but you can see here I've got some dark oak stairs and then slabs and then down onto some dark oak trapdoors. Makes a nice little overhang, and just like this. This work. There we go. The tower is complete and I am stuck up here. See if I can't shimmy my way down without dying. Uh-oh. That's not good. It's dark inside. Oh, jeez. I knew you were there. Okay. Just put up a few torches. There we go. I'm just going to destroy all this so nothing else can spawn up here for now. Whoop. Now I'm mostly going to fall to my death. There you go. Super basic. We still have a lot of details we got to put in there. Not bad for a start. So let's go ahead and let's put in the details. And I think I'm going to do this in a time lapse. Do just a super quick one. Get all the details in. Getting these sails in are going to be painful, and now is probably actually a good time for me to reveal this. Actually, no. I will reveal it to you in a moment. You shall see what I mean in a second. Although technically you would have seen it from the thumbnail, so you wanna know what? No, I will reveal it now. So we're gonna have windmill on here, and also on the other side. So we're gonna have a dual windmill for each one, and then you can combine them together on the inside, and then that way they basically double up. And one windmill should give us around 15,000 SU, which should be more than enough for a good while. And of course, we're going to build multiple of these all over the place. And then on each side, so this one will be spinning maybe this way, and then this one will have to be spinning the other way. I'll have to show you how that works once we build it. But let's go ahead and let's just go into a quick time lapse while I go ahead and add in all the little details. And probably also the sails, as I don't think you want to watch me struggle to put those down. So let's go into our first time lapse of today. Windmill 1 is complete, and you can see here I went ahead and I got it all up and running. Gluing this was a massive pain. I think I need to get myself a jetpack. Getting that as soon as possible would definitely help out a lot. You saw all the scaffolding around it as I tried to glue it all together. But as you can see, this should be giving us, I think, 15,000 SU. Let's go head on inside. It also has a nice little interior, just storing a bunch of vegetables and stuff, as this entire area will be where we're, well, going to grow everything. I also added a bunch of bookshelves in, because why not? They look cool. This hasn't gone all the way down yet. Of course, we'll dig this down and we'll route it over to everywhere we need to go. But in here, I've got a stressometer. Let's just plug that in. And I need goggles. I am 14 episodes into this series, and I still have not made myself a pair of goggles. What is wrong with me? How do I even make them? I think it is gold. Yep, sheet of gold, 2 glass, and string. Alright, let me go make a pair of those real quick. Go, engineer goggles. Finally getting the quest. Put those on my head. Oh, look at that. That is not right at all. Look at it over there. I love the dual windmill. It's actually really cool. I like that. I'll also show you how it is I connected it so that they actually, siphon off of each other. The roof was the most difficult part. I had no idea what to do with the roof. I did, I think, about 12 different designs before I finally settled on this one. I wanted a pointy roof. Every time I did it, it was just too short, and then it was too wide, and then the stairs were not facing the correct way, and whole lot, but I am quite happy with how it turned out. Of course, we've got the redwood over here. We're going to be using a lot. We're going to continue with the similar style over there with the redwood for most of the build. Not all of them, of course, but like the walls will probably have redwood in them. A lot of the buildings will have redwood somewhere in them, either like on the windows right here or in the roofs. Just somewhere there will be redwood. As well, sticking with the dark oak, spruce, and oak. That will be the main building blocks for this area. Of course, we'll go ahead and we'll build other things like using scoria. I definitely want to use scoria, bricks, stuff like that. But this entire area is going to very much match that one. I don't want it to look too different as well. They're right beside each other. Let's head in here. Now I can actually read this stressometer. Yep, there we go. 15,360 SU in just one windmill. If we come on up here, nice little spiral staircase, and then we have an empty second floor, but we can go ahead and look out these windows and see the windmill passing by. It'll be super good once we go ahead and fill all this out. We've got both windmill bearings here. You need to make sure that one of them is spinning clockwise and the other one is spinning counterclockwise, because when you have the gearbox here in the middle, it swaps their rotation. So if you have them both spinning the right way, it actually wouldn't allow you to connect, at least not like this. But this way you can go ahead and connect them with the gearbox and then just down into one singular power. That is one down. Now comes the interesting part that I don't know how to do yet, and that is using this schematic cannon. So basically what I can do is I can make a schematic of this build. I'm gonna have to also stop the windmills when it goes, and then I'll be able to copy it and basically put it wherever. So let's go ahead, let's make the schematic cannon. I think I need the schematic table as well. And then of course we're also gonna need a schematic itself. So I'll go grab that, and then we'll try and figure out how this thing works. Because I don't want to build 4 more windmills, potentially even more by hand. That's just a waste of time. There we go, schematic cannon and a schematic. Alright, schematic table, schematic cannon, and schematic. Let's get it over. Oh, quest. Oh, now quest completed. Oh, I had to do all of it. I see. Okay. Ooh, got me gunpowder. How much gunpowder? 8 pieces. That might not be enough. Actually, I'm pretty sure that's not going to be anywhere near enough. Alright, let's go clear this up. First, I need to go ahead and turn off both of those. I also need to remove the stressometer, as I don't want that as part of the schematic. I believe the glue works with the schematic cannon. I think. I'm hoping anyway. Empty schematic. How do I make it? I don't know. Oh, I need this thing. Do I hear rain? I do hear rain. It just finished raining. Again. Why? Oh, wow, you can reach very far with this. Okay, that's good then. Oh, that's weird. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I would like to get back down. If I fall off of this, am I gonna die? I have feather falling 3. Second position. Okay, did I get everything? That is the important thing here. Yes, I don't need to go down, as that's just for right here. I think I can also ignore blocks. So all the grass here that it's getting, I believe I can ignore that. Now what do I do? So do I just right click again? Oh, yes. We just call this double windmill. So discard, save, and upload immediately. Get the schematic cannon. So the other location for this windmill is going to be up on that mountain, and then also just right up front right here. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. So add schematic here, make sure it is deployed at a specific location. Wait, do I need to like confirm this? Position, move the structure to a location, right click on the ground to place. Control to select at a fixed location. Okay, no. I can rotate it. That's good to know. And mirror it. I need to place a clipboard or book here to print a checklist. Okay, I need to go get that. I can leave that in there, right? Yep. Okay, I'll go grab a clipboard. This is a little bit of setup, but it'll be worth it in the end. I also grabbed some gunpowder. I'm not sure if I need gunpowder to actually print out the checklist as well. Oh, I did need gunpowder. Okay, got it. So this is all the stuff we're going to need. So I'll go ahead and collect all this stuff up, and then we'll see if this will work. Oh, it does use the super glue. Yes! Awesome. Okay. That's good. Good. Can I There's a setting, so don't replace solid blocks. No, replace solid with sold. No, where is it? Skip missing blocks. Yes, I want that to miss the block, so then that way I just don't put in the dirt or the grass or anything like that. Protect block entities. What does that mean? Cannon will avoid replacing data holding blocks such as chests. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, so then I just have to go ahead and get a double chest here, put all the stuff into the double chest, and then we should be able to fire this thing off. So I'll go grab all the stuff, and I will bring you all back in a moment. After quite a bit of crafting, I have gone ahead and I have got all of the resources needed to go ahead and build up this second windmill. At least I think so. And if you did not know, you can go ahead and you can put two double chests on either side. And the cannon will go ahead and take from them. If you go ahead and check this checklist, I have gone ahead and I have checked everything off. You actually open this. I believe if you put this in, it will actually mark it for you just to see what all has been grabbed. You can see here I didn't grab the dirt or the lush dirt, which I don't actually need, but everything else is all said and good. You look here, I've got enough to shoot 1400, or not 1400, 14,400 blocks. So we should have enough gunpowder to do both windmills here. We're gonna put one right here and one right up there as well. And I've got all the stuff in my backpack for the third one once this is all done. But let's go ahead and let's just see if I do show printer, skip missing blocks. I believe we should be good to just start. Oh, all right. And it's building. So let's go ahead and throw this into a time lapse while this goes ahead and builds. I'll probably also time lapse the other one as well. And I'll bring you back once both windmills are fully built. There are so many catfish in here. What is happening? I have been wondering for the longest time why I wasn't getting any fish over in my area, and now I know why. Why are there so many? Oh my god, when you hit them, they... Oh no. I feel bad, but there's so many. What is this? Wait, they're giving me just random stuff. I'm sorry, this has to be done. I need regular fish. Well, I'm going to have to clear all these out so I can get some regular fish spawning over by my area. Anyway, look at our 3 windmills. As the sun goes down, I should sleep so you can actually see them properly. Oh, look at them in the reflection of the water. That looks nice. But there we have it. All 3 windmills up and running. The schematic cannon did work almost perfectly. Almost. There were a couple things I did need to fix. Fortunately, the glue actually worked. That was the big thing that I definitely wanted to make sure it did work. And just so you know how it works is what it'll do is it will do one pass with all the blocks that it can do. And then it'll go through a second time and it'll do another pass of things that it couldn't do. Like for instance, the hanging lanterns, the button, and also the glue. The glue is the last thing it will do. So if you're building your own schematics and you realize, hey, it's not gluing or the glue durability isn't going down, it will do it at the end. It also even went ahead and copied on the blocks for the copycat panels, which I did not think it was going to do, so thankfully it did do that. And then I also did have to go in and just do the floor myself, as I did not put that in the original schematic. And also for some reason, I didn't even notice this, but the flower pots I had were not included in the material list, so we'll have to go ahead and fix that. But anyway, so that is now 15, 30, a little over, it's probably about 46,000 SU once I go ahead and connect all these up underground, which I will do in between episodes. Actually, in between episodes, I think I am going to go ahead and just dig out all of the underground area. Probably just 3, maybe 4 blocks tall, so that I can go ahead and I can bring the power everywhere I need to go. Mainly under here, but here also I do need to dig at least a couple tunnels so I can get all these connected up together. But yeah, there we go. I am very happy with how this has turned out. I'm very happy with the windmills in general, and this is going to go ahead and set us up very, very nicely for our future builds, because now we've got lots and lots of power. More power than I'm probably going to need, to be honest, and I'm planning on even adding more windmills. And if we even need more, I always have the schematic to add them whenever I need them. The only thing I need now is just wool, as I am now 100% out of wool. So getting that wool farm up and running is definitely going to be high up on my list. I'm also going to go ahead right here and I'm going to add a gunpowder farm into our city, because if I plan on using the schematic cannon more, I am going to need a lot more gunpowder. Plus, it actually ties in with the redstone farm, so maybe I'll find a way to combine them both together. Although I plan on doing the redstone somewhere else, so maybe not, I don't know. But that is definitely something I want to add in the future somewhere here. Look at my ruining all my spawns, you all must go. See, look! Regular salmon, that's what I needed. And I'm frozen. That's not good. They decided to hit the lag switch because I started killing them all. There are still so many, but I cannot spend the entire day killing all these catfish. So you all get to live for another day. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode in our Minecraft Create series. In the previous episode, we built these 3 lovely windmills behind me. Well, technically I built 1 windmill, and then I used this schematic cannon to build the other 2. And I also discovered that my river here is completely infested with catfish. And some people were saying that they are invasive species, which they are, but I didn't think that it would be coded in, but I feel like it has to, with this many in just one location. There we go, I'm starting to get some regular fish spawns back. That's good. They are eating a lot of random things, like entire trees, clovers, some cassava seeds, whatever those are. Now that we have these windmills in, the next thing to do is to connect them up so that all of the power is drawn on each of them. So we'd end up with about 46,000 SU from these all combined. But that means I've got to go ahead and dig out a bunch of tunnels and connect everything up. I also need to dig out all of underneath of here, and I've decided I want netherite first before I do that. So that is what we're doing today. We're going to take a break from building. We're going to do some exploration. I'm going to go get some netherite. Hopefully I can find a smithing template upgrade fairly easily. Fortunately, I have the mini-map, so finding bastions won't be too hard. And I also want to go ahead and make myself a jetpack, which is actually not super difficult to make. The only difficult thing you really need is just a steam engine, which I can do that. That's fairly easy. So we'll go ahead and we'll make that. And if we get enough netherite ingots, I can actually upgrade it up to a netherite jetpack. And then we'll be able to fly, and building will be a million times easier. So that is what we are doing in today's episode. I also remembered in between episodes that this is another thing I also actually need to add into the city, which is a super enchanting store area thing, as we have the, I think it's called super enchanting. Oh, or it's hyper enchanting, maybe that's it. So once we get the super or hyper enchanting, whatever it's called, all set up, I'm going to need a building for that. And that is also something I would like to get done fairly soon, as the jetpack actually has a special enchant which allows it to increase the blocks, as the base jetpack can only actually fly to a maximum height of 28, but there's actually a book that allows you to go higher. Actually, there it is right now, above the clouds. And, oh, I could get it from a villager. Okay, never mind, maybe we'll just do that. But anyway, you can get other things, like I think you can increase your sharpness level to like level 6. I'm breaking to level 5. And efficiency also to level 5, you know, all this stuff to make your stuff just a little bit better. I think, yep, I'm definitely going to need a lot more diamonds, as I only have 25, so duplicating the smithing template is not really an option. I should probably grab some blocks with me, although I'm probably going to get lots while I'm in there. Here we go, I got blocks, I got food, I got backup food, I got my bow, which I'm actually going to put on my hotbar. So how much netherite am I actually going to need? Per bar, it's 4. That means I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for the backpack, and then 11 for the jetpack. Yep, so 11 for the jetpack. I need 44 netherite scrap. Ouch. Okay, this might take a bit. I could actually just take this drill with me and use this, but then the lava might get in the way. Oh, so this is still full. I have not emptied this out yet. I should probably empty this. Anyway, I'm just gonna go by hand, at least for this first journey. Maybe I'll come back and I'll grab the drill. Because there are other ways you can make like a massive drill, but that requires a whole lot of deployers and stuff like that, which I don't have the resources for, so we're just going to do it by hand. Alright, back into hell we go. Let's see, where is the nearest bastion? I don't even know which one I need to go to. Okay, there's two right here. Let's go to one of these two. Let's see. I don't know if these are the right ones. I think you can technically get it from any of them, but one of them is like guaranteed. This dude is freaking out. You are all alone there, buddy. Don't attack me. You're attacking me. Get out. Stay away. Dangerous. Oh my god, the glowing eyes on the pigman is actually super creepy. Where'd that bastion go? There's one like to the left and then one to the right. Oh, I think I see the one. Yep, that's the one to the right. How am I gonna get up there? Don't attack me. You're gonna attack me. Ow, he jumped! He lunged at me. What is this thing? What are you? Get off of me. Get off. I don't like those things. Why are there bugs in here? Why? Grab some of this gold, because I don't know how much gold I have back at base. Should also be grabbing some of this warped wood and fungus. Hey, hot tourist. Are there any endermen in here? I need ender pearls. Still haven't even beaten the game. This is cool. I like the purple in the warped biome. I like that. I like it a lot. It's very pretty. Where? Oh, hello. This'll also work. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. That's right. You're just gonna sit there and die. Where are the chests in this one? Oh, there's one. That's a terrible sword. There's an iron block, though. I'll take that. I only have 24 arrows. I am not as prepared for this as I thought I was. Oh, hello. Oh my god. Yes. Oh, thank god. Take the lodestone too, why not? Interesting axe. Okay, well, there we go. I can now leave whenever I so desire. Hi. Can you get up here? You can't get up here. You suck. Are there any other chests or stuff? Let's check the other side. Because if I can get another one, then that means I won't need as many diamonds. Oh, I almost shot that pigman. That actually would have been very bad. I'm gonna shoot him in case I get knocked down, because I hear him. I hear the evilness. Okay, you're good. You're peaceful. You're also peaceful. Everybody be peaceful. We're all peaceful here. Why is there no chest here? I feel like there should be a chest. Ooh, that's lots of gold. I want it. I need it, actually. They are very mad at me. They are very mad at me. Hello. I don't have enough arrows for all of them. Oh, there are chests here. Can I reach it? What if I do this? Aha, I'm cheating. I got no inventory space. Not fall down. Hi. Get off my chest, please. Oh, that was very close. Get out of here. Give me that. Open you. What's this? Soul speed 3. Oh my god, yes. Gold chest plate. Don't care. Bone block. I do want that. Golden apple. Yep. Hand me that right now. Oh, hello, child. Oh my god. Out of here. There's another chest over there. Cheating the system. Hi. No, let me cheat the system in peace. Go away. Oh, free diamond shovel. Nice. Crossbow can stay in there because I hate the crossbows. Let's go try and get to that gold and see if I can take it without them getting angry and chasing me down. I want to hit him so bad. I want to hit him off. I won't, though. Going for it. I got feather falling. We good? Yeah, we're good. You can't get to me. You can't stop me. My gold now. Oh my god. I don't know why I thought that was a pigman. Oh, it's just a block of quartz. Relax. Everything's good. We're chill. That's right. I stole your gold. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Alright, now I just have to get down to level 13 and start digging. I'm gonna go back to my nether portal though and see if I can get down to level 13 over there, as it's safer. Ooh, Enderman. Come here. Give me your pearls. Where'd it go? It's behind me. It's over here. It's right here. Ah, I gotcha. Dang it! Put them in the overworld. I should be... What did I just hear? I didn't like that. I didn't like that sound. No, you don't. Get back here. I'm looking at you. Where'd you go? It's up there. Oh? Sir, are you okay? You know you have the ability to teleport, right? Huh? Oh, you're behind me. Nope, I saw you. I saw you on the map. You ain't sneaking up behind me. Where are they dropping their ender pearls? Do I need looting? That does not seem like... I feel like I should have gotten at least one. Ah, whatever. Let's get out of here. I got what I came for. That was a much better journey than I thought I was going to have. I will take it. I think if I just dig here, I'll be good. Just dig down right here. Please do not run into lava. Magma is okay. Oh, I went down one block. Ah, that's fine. Okay, let's just start digging around, see what I can find. This is all I'm going to do now. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Found one already. Boom. I know there are multiple different things I could be doing. I could use TNT. I could use beds. But like I said, for the first little bit, I'm fine with just digging around like this. So I will just go ahead, just do this for a little while, and then I'll bring you all back either once I have, I want to say at least 15. Now let's do 16. Or something really bad or interesting happens. So I shall see you all in a moment. Lots of gold. I have changed my mind. I was looking at the map here, and if I go straight here, minus this lava pool, I'm going to end up in what I assume is the Nether Fortress. But this is like really, really deep down in the Nether Fortress, and there's also some like stuff here. I don't know what that is, so we're going to go check that out. And I'm actually going to go back, and I am going to grab my mining drill. I just dug out this little tunnel here, and we're going to go grab that. We're going to take it through this. I just need to make sure that once I get to that lava pool, that I pick it up before it goes into the lava. Otherwise, I'm going to have a big problem. So let's go back real quick. We'll grab that, and we'll use the drill to get through this. Also, I did find only one more piece of debris, but that was only like maybe 3-4 minutes of digging, so not that long. Also, this means I can go ahead and drop off all my stuff before I end up dying to something. I do not want to lose the smithing template. Look at all the achievements we're getting. I'm actually playing the game now. All I've been doing for the last while is just building, so I haven't been getting anything. Don't get me wrong, I love building and everything, but every now and then you gotta take a little bit of a break. Oop, most of my game needs to take a little bit of a break. Lagging all over the place. I am never gonna run out of cobblestone. I have 25,000 cobblestone. I need to upgrade that drill too. It's still just the basic 5x5. I need to make it like 15x5 or 30x5, something crazy absurd. By doing this, this will also give me a quick, easy access way into the Nether Fortress, which would be super handy. And bop, and let's get this thing a-going. Yeah, like I said, once we get to that lava pool, I need to be ready to just pick it up. If it ends up in the lava, I don't think anything will happen to it, but I might not be able to get to it. So I need to make sure that I don't want this ruined, basically. I don't know why it starts filling up in the middle of the chest, not up here. It's very weird. I don't even know if these, I think these drills can, oh, that might be netherite, or it might just be a lot of gravel. I think they can mine, not the netherite. I keep calling it netherite. It's technically ancient debris, but you all know what I mean. Oh, I think I found one. Going really, really slowly. Yes, there we go. Oh, here we go. There we go. We got a bit more. I have enough now, I think, for one ingot. So I can upgrade one thing. Another one. Yes. And another one. Yes. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a better idea. I don't know why I was going to just dig around normal. I have create. Use the tools. Oh, I'm getting rid of it. Okay, nope, we are right in it. Alright, that is... I want my track back, please. All of my blocks and everything are in the... Nah, what am I doing? Jump. Jump! Jesus. But yeah, you can see, though, the cart was fine, but I was not. So that's why you need deployers to go ahead and place a block there to block it off. You need it, like, everywhere. Dang it, this had to go right in the basalt delta, didn't it? And away we go again. Oh, we are directly below it. What is on the map? There's like a worm thing. What is that? I don't want to see what... I don't want to find out what that is. Alright, I'm picking you up. And I'm running away. Ah, I walked into the fireball. I am a pure genius. Give me your head. I need to fight a wither. Okay, so there is actually stuff all the way down here. This is the fortress is massive. Hello, there you are. Ow. Ooh, yes, ancient tomb. These are the things, see? Bane of arthropods, so max 6. So normally you can only get up to 5. With that, you can get 6. Don't go ahead. I really need to get looting on this sword. I think that's where my main downfall is right now. Seems to be like a really weird thing to have in the center of this room. Oh, it's a fancy chest. Diamond knife. I don't really need a diamond knife, but whatever. What is this? What do I feel like this should be a thing or something? I don't know. This looks out of place. There's secrets hidden behind this. Nope. Unless. Nope. It's more obsidian. Really, really cool though. I do like this a lot. Or it came from this way. I don't know. Did I just hear a witch? Ooh, this is that center room that I saw. Oh, that's a lot of bad things. Just minding my own business. Opening this chest. What's this? Power. Yes, that's good. Hi. Thought I heard you. Create door there. I don't... Oh, this is a giant wither statue. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's actually very cool. I see no chest, though. Oh, it opens the door. Ew, aren't you fancy? Ow. Don't go on that. It's a little disappointing that the main walkway, causeway, whatever it is blocked off by this. That's super disappointing. Alright, I'm gonna head back down and we're going to continue our netherite journey. This is really cool. Huh? What? You all saw that, right? Am I hallucinating? There was a blaze here, right? Or something. I am so confused. What did I just see or not see? I don't even know. This loot is very underwhelming. I will say that. Like, I'll take it. But I was kind of expecting some gear or something. I forgot. This is where I get silver from. I need this. I can't remember what for, but I do need it for stuff. Nope, give me that back. This is not part of the plan today. What is the point of this? There's just nothing here. Nothing on the other side either. There's a lot of just empty space. Alright, I'm heading back down. This is not on the plan today to explore this, but we did get a few nice things, so it's not too bad. Let's head back down here. I'll place my drill right back down, and we'll go like one over, and we'll just go back and forward over and over and over again. Oh my god, I almost messed it up again. You guys keep coming out of nowhere. There's that worm thing again. What is that? I kind of want to know what it is. Outside or something. I don't know where it is, but I just heard it. Oh, so this is actually the way I have to go. I don't know where it is, but I heard it, and it kind of sounds super terrifying. What was that? Oh! Oh my Jesus! I knew I heard something. I was like, was that a trap chest? Oh, no. Oh my god. Okay, well, that got me. That got me good. Oh god. At least I was far enough away that it didn't kill me. Get me out of here before I blow myself up on another trap or something. Alright, there we go. So now we'll just go back and forth in between here. Just a whole bunch. And then hopefully that'll give me enough for all of my ancient debris. What do I have in here? I have 2. Not enough. Alright, now I shall see you all later. Once I have probably all 44 pieces. Or, again, if something interesting happens. So, I have some very tragic, sad news for you all. My mining drill is all filled up. You all thought that I had died, didn't you? That's right, I got you all. That is true though, my drill is now completely filled up. I did get quite a bit of netherite, you can see right in here in my backpack. I did get 24, so I only need another 20, but I did decide to come back since the drill is full. And I've got all this stuff to go ahead and sort through and put away. Let's go ahead and let's do that real quick. And then I'll go ahead and I'll actually just make the netherite stuff that I can right now. Here we go, 24 ancient scrap. And then I just need to go ahead and grab a 24 gold. Which I got. There you go, lots in there. Also gonna need my diamonds. Why is this still only 29? Didn't I have 29 before? Maybe that was all I got. That only gave me 4. I need 1 more. Because I have enough for 5 ingots. Okay, well, I need to go get a few diamonds super quick. And then we'll do this. Just leave all that in there, and I'll go down and find myself some diamonds super, super quickly. I'm gonna have to do it without my drill, though, because I don't want to empty this right now. No, I'm going to. Dang it. And this is why I need a bulk storage warehouse. Look at all of those blocks, and that's just one side. Where is my elevator? How is my elevator down there? What's happening? What has happened? Is this broken? This should be working, right? That should... Yup. What? Okay, I reloaded. The elevator is still down there. It's not coming up. Why? I don't think it's on a floor. It's like in between floors, I'm pretty sure. Why? Okay. I unattached it and reattached it. Are you gonna work now? No. Why? I need to go down there. I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna regret removing the water bucket, but forget it. Why are you doing what you are doing? Oh, I regret it. I regret it. I regret it. Oh, that was close. Okay, we're good. First off, why is the water not disappearing? Okay, what happens if I... Okay, it's working. Now. What happened? I'm so confused. If anybody knows what on earth just happened, please let me know. Also, now I guess this water is just here permanently? Or is it going down? I don't know. Everything is broken. Okay, the water is going down. Just going down very, very slowly. Okay, well, that was weird. Whatever, let's go ahead and let's continue on somewhere. I don't know where. Probably just down here. And there we go, there's 8. I'm not going to keep this going. This elevator still better be down here. If I go over there and this elevator has moved, I am destroying it because it is clearly possessed. Now stay. Do not move. I'm going to have to go back down there again though because my diamond storage is gone. I did the exact same thing. I just finished crafting this not even 3 minutes ago and I still messed it up. What is wrong with me? Oh, that's enough for 6. I can't do math. Why did I think that was 5? I need 5 more diamonds. There we go. I went back down super quickly and I just grabbed myself, I think it was 35 more diamonds just to be safe in case I did the math wrong again. Well, let's go ahead and let's actually finally do this. Okay, wait. I just did this. It's this way. There we go. We got 7 smithing templates. Of course, I need to go ahead and put 1 right back in there, and then we use the 6 to actually upgrade our stuff, and then I got 29 diamonds left over, which is enough for me to get at least 2 more in case I want to go back. Rainbow! Don't spawn a creeper on me. You have a very bad habit of doing that. This happened at least 3 times already. Should I be fully enchanting all of these beforehand? Probably, yes. Do I care? Nope. Go, smithing table. Now what do I do? Probably on pickaxe? That's not how that goes. There we go. One of you. Boom. And I got 5. I think I'm going to do all my armor. Actually, how do I do the backpack? Okay, so it is just that. And I have a diamond backpack, correct? Yes. Could upgrade my backpack. So do my backpack and then all these. I really needed to do my shovel. My shovel was the main thing I needed because that's what I'm going to be using. So it looks like I am going to have to run back to the nether. Maybe not in this episode, maybe in between episodes. I really want to do the backpack just because I want to see how much more slots we get. Let's do it. This isn't going to remove everything that's in my backpack, right? It better not. That'd be really stupid if it did. There we go. Max level backpack. I don't know what it did. I'm assuming it just added more slots. Actually, I think it added more upgrade slots. Yeah, I think it added 2 more upgrade slots, which is perfect. I need to fill these out. I can get way more stack upgrades. I could get the food one. I could get the tool swapper one. I need to fill all those out. Kit out this backpack. Ooh, before I do this, I have that Soul Speed book. I want to go put that on my boots. Oh, I'm thinking of Quick Sneak. Quick Sneak goes on your pants, not your boots. I said that earlier. I'm an idiot. Ignore me and the things that I say, or I am a fool. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's do this. Boom. Full netherite. Give me the achievement. Why didn't I get the achievement? Huh? Why is there no advancement for cover me in debris? Why is that not in here? I have been robbed. Well, fine then. Anyway, we have full netherite armor now. Yay! I need to go fight the Ender Dragon is what I need to do. It's been way too long. Anyway, no, before that, I want to be able to fly. Before I even fight the Ender Dragon, we're going to fly. Then I'm going to chase it down with my jetpack. Alright. What do I need for you? Steam engine. So I need... Okay, I need to do this 3 times, so I need 3 of each of these. Alright, let's go ahead and let's grab all this stuff. Let's go ahead. I don't have a 4 deployer setup, though. Alright, it's fine. I will just manually do this. Okay, I believe I have everything to make this jetpack. Let's just go ahead and just prep this over here. So you need to put that there. This here, right? Yep. And you put 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you put the 3 cog wheels like this, and then I just need the steam engine right there, which we're going to go ahead and do this real quick. So it is small cog, big cog, propeller, andesite alloy. There we go, just like that. So let's do this, and this. 3. Then I want to take you back out, put you in, put you there. There we go. Take you back out. Da, da, da. Please work the first time. Please, I'm begging you. I hate that sound. That does not sound like a good sound. Oh yes, there we go. That's the good sound. Yes, give me the jetpack. Do it. Do it. Form. Yes, I hate that sound. It does not sound like a good sound. There we go. Also, I just realized I technically did not have to upgrade my chest plate, as now I'm about to not even use it. Because I'm gonna... Actually, wait a minute. Can I... No, there's no way. Dang. Yeah, I can only put it on my back. But I need my backpack there. Dang it. Alright, it's fine. So I need... We also need the fuel containers and water containers. Which means I need sturdy sheets. Lots of sturdy sheets, as I would like the large fueling tank. Now, I should technically make multiple of these, but I'm just gonna do just one of each tank for now. Just for today. Just so I can at least, you know, show you all how it works. Even though I actually don't even know how it works. Well, I know how it works, I just don't know how to fuel it. Go, small filling tank, and then we just da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and boom, large filling tanks. That can order up to 3,200, which is double what this can do. So that's good. And then I need a bunch of sturdy sheets. I need 12 sturdy sheets. This is actually really satisfying. I really do like this. Go, so then we just do this, and we can get our first one in. There we go. There we go. Lovely. And then I just need to... Actually, what I can do... I can just put you here, and you'll fill up all the way, right? Nope. What should you fill up? Only 100 at a time. If I just right-click this, doesn't this fill up? Nope. How do I... Is that the only way to fill this up? R-click on lava refills the tank. I am right-clicking on lava, or does this not count? Does it need to be, like, out of the bucket? See here, just super quick test. Okay. I feel like that's dumb, though. I should be able to do it in the cauldron. Great, fix that. Gadget in offhand and drop the fuel. Wait, are you emptying? You are empty. Oh, you're filling. Oh, okay. I see. So I charge it. Okay, I got it. I got you now. I see. So then if I do this, I should be able to just fly. Oh my god, I'm flying. Is there like a hover button or no? I don't think there's a hover button. Oh, there is a hover button. Okay, if I just crouch, I hover. Yes! I can fly! Oh boy, okay. I am definitely gonna break my legs doing this. And it doesn't even look like it uses all that much fuel either, but we can fly! What happens if I just drop? Okay, I am taking fall damage. I didn't take fall damage before. I was a little confused. Just as long as I think I hit space just before I hit the ground, yeah, I'm good. Mine swapped. Uh-oh. Oh no, I'm lagging. I'm holding space. Please don't tell me I fell. Oh, I crashed! Alright, well, I'm not really sure what caused that. That was actually, technically speaking, that wasn't the first time I've ever actually crashed. I wonder if it's because I accidentally ran into the windmill as it was moving, maybe? The only thing I can think of while flying. The only thing I can think of. Because I have not crashed like that, at least since I last... From before when I had Steam and Rails, that was the last time I crashed. I haven't crashed any other time since. Oh, this feels weird. Oh, this is going to be such a good way to get around, though. Of course, we still have our train, so I'm not going to be going too bad. Oh, okay, I can just hold this when it's on, and it'll also automatically go. Okay, that's good. Gonna need to get this all filled up. Of course, maybe I won't build other... I technically should be building other tanks, but I won't be using these... I won't be using the jetpack all the time. Just mainly when I'm building, so to be honest, that can just go... Oh my god, this thing is a mess. Full netherite armor, we have got a jetpack, we've got a netherite pickaxe, and we also got soul speed 3 on our boots, which is lovely. I got tens of thousands of netherrack, blackstone, deep slate, all that good stuff. Not deep slate, basalt, that's the word I'm thinking of. So overall, fairly productive episode. Of course, we didn't actually build anything, but we got a lot of good gear, and in between episodes, I might go ahead and just get the rest of the netherite scrap that I need to finish upgrading my tools, as it's just going to be more of the same, just me taking my mining drill into the nether and just, you know, sending it off and getting all the netherite scrap, and of course going down back underground and getting more diamonds, as I need way more diamonds. I thought I had more diamonds than that, to be honest, but apparently I am dirt poor. And I got my first official crash. Isn't that lovely? Hopefully that does not continue though. Hopefully that was genuinely just because I flew into the windmill and then I just know not to do that anymore. Or, you know, if worse comes to worse, I can also end up turning off my shaders. That might also help with potential crashes, but we'll see in the future. Hopefully that was just a one-time thing. Oh, and I also upgraded my backpack all the way. That's another thing I also need to do. I need to get all of the backpack upgrades onto my backpack, and in fact, there is actually a netherite. Oh my god, that is never happening. What? Yep, that is never happening. I will upgrade it to diamond, but I am never gonna upgrade it to netherite. Well, maybe I will. Who knows? We'll see. That is so much. That's Before ridiculous. We go ahead and build what we are building today, I need to actually go ahead and connect up all of these windmills. As of right now, they are all still separated. I need to connect them so it's all just one big continuous power supply. So I gotta go ahead right on in here, and I just got to dig down a bit. I cannot see. It's fine. It's gonna work. There we go. Turn off my shaders and turn on all bright. Let's figure this out. Actually, I need to get out of here. Let me use my jetpack. Hopefully it does not crash on me again, as last time I tried using the jetpack, it did crash. Oh, whoop, Jesus. Now I need to remember that I actually have the jetpack on. Okay, so I need to be at Y level 63, right? Yeah, that makes sense. So based on the title of the video, you know we are building ourselves an upgraded iron farm, as the one over there is not doing it for me anymore. I need something way more powerful. Go 63, and then we just go ahead and we dig our way over to the other one. Anyway, the iron farm, like I said, it's not doing it. I am constantly running out, so we're gonna go ahead and get a upgraded one up in our city today. The first thing I need to build, because I'm gonna need the iron for, well, the other buildings and stuff. I also am on a bit of a clock here, as because of a certain game which came out, I think you all know what it is, which the episode for that is going to be coming out tomorrow. But due to that game coming out, I am running out of time for this, so I am one block to... Dang it. I need to go down another one. Okay, let's see if I can get this to the right spot. Let's see. want to say it's probably here. Oh my god. I am 1 block off. That is actually really close. Look at me go. Go, and then we just go past, and we connect up the other one. Having this jetpack is already proven very handy. Be good to go ahead and build this new building with it. I just hope I have enough fuel. I did not actually fill it up in between episodes. That probably would have been smart. But I have never been accused of being smart, so I did not. And we just connect everything up. Okay, and you see how they are, I believe if I... Okay, yeah, so there you go. So you need to make sure that they're spinning opposite directions so that they can actually connect up. Just bring this all the way over to the other one. I had just enough to get myself here, but not enough to get myself up. Okay, I need to go make, like, probably 2 more stacks of shafts. Because that's not all I'm doing today. I am also going to be going ahead and setting up our display boards for our train so I can actually see when it's going to arrive and everything. So we're going to have to go ahead there and put in a second gearbox so that that actually goes. And let me see if because I need to get this up actually. Let's see. Should be good. I shouldn't break through the surface here. Now here is the interesting thing. You can see there on the map my train just did that. So what I end up wanting to do is I want to have the train come underneath all of this, so I actually need to turn this probably right here, so we can move that later. And I'm actually just going to go up now, see where I am. Oh, I'm not far enough in. Okay, we need to go 10 more blocks in. Got it. None of this needs to look pretty because, well, I should never end up having to come down here. So long as it's functional, that is all that matters. And now I get to have the very fun task of digging out most of this entire area. I could have the individual tunnels, but I think it's just better for me to just clear all of it out. That way I have full access, and I need to also have it too wide, or too tall, I should say, not too wide. I ain't that fat. But I do need it to be too tall so I can actually walk around down here, as I do plan on building like conveyors down here and transport systems, so just clearing all of it out is definitely high up on my list. So we're going to go ahead and just do that real quick. And there we go. So we now have power up here, and this is now linked to all of them, so that should be 45,000? No. How much power was this supposed to be? I don't even remember. Yeah, 46,000 SCU. Okay. Definitely need that to be higher, though. But we'll deal with that in the future. I will come back once I have cleared out all of this area. I might make a drill, I might not. We shall see. I do need to get under here cleared out for sure, and of course under the train station. So I shall see you all in a little while. Here we go. We got the first little bit all gone ahead and dug up here. I don't need to dig up all of this. I will eventually have to, but for today's episode this is enough. And I've got the power over here. I did speed it up just a couple of times as I want this stuff to be moving as quickly as possible. We want peak efficiency out here now. Let's go ahead just right out here. Come on, let me out. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and in this city I'm gonna have like little drain areas, not drain areas, what am I talking about? Little like sewer entrances outside of certain buildings, that way I can get down there properly. Let's go ahead and let's just grab my shears and we're going to remove this. I'm also actually moving this building back a few blocks, as I've been looking at this a lot and I don't like any of this. I'm actually really not happy with it. I want the roads to be a lot wider. So right now I'm gonna keep all the wool down until I get to each individual building, but the base sort of layout I have for everything, it's probably gonna go. So now that I'm on the surface, I can go ahead and bring my shaders back. Plus that means I'll also be able to take this wool out of here and actually use it for things that I want to, well, actually use it for. Like more windmills, because I'm definitely gonna need a lot more. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw this into a quick time lapse here. I'll do the outside of the building and all the details, and then I'll bring you all back in and I will build the farm in front of you so you can go ahead and see how I'm doing it, in case you want to copy it or a version of it into your own worlds. So I will see you all after the time lapse. things in there. I think they're up all on the second floor. My jetpack on? See what the damage is. Hello. I don't have a shield. I'm trying to... Yeah. Right, I can fly. You can't fly. I also can't aim either. Any more arrows. Yeah, that's right. Kill each other. There we go. Nailed it. Let's go and let's light this place up a little bit. I don't actually currently have a plan for this upstairs section. So if anybody has a suggestion, feel free to leave it, because I don't have one. Look at all of the arrows up here. Oh my god, look at all the arrows in me. Anyway, that aside, look at our new building. It's a big and beautiful, our first building in our city here. Of course, sticking with the similar style. I did not actually use any redwood this time. I just stuck with spruce and oak and dark oak, making it a little bit darker. Also, speaking of dark, let's go ahead and go to sleep. We have over here, which I actually found later on while building, I have these awning things, which by the way, if you right click them, they go ahead and they angle down like this, and it's awesome. And then there's also these wind chimes, which are super cool. And they make noises. I've got the power right here, which I'm going to have going up. I wanted to have the power on the outside. Actually, in fact, I am not actually done with building. What am I doing? Alright, there we go. Just added in a few more details, a bunch of copycat stuff. I kind of forgot to add that in just above all the windows. That nice little detail I always add. Plus, I also added a little bit of copy panels here. I wanted to have the encased chain drives on the outside like this, just because I think it looks cool. So I should probably find something to actually put in that cage. But if we go ahead and we head on inside, you can see here we got plenty of space to go ahead and fill things out. Back, let's go ahead and actually get in the rest of this staircase, as we're going to be starting upstairs first. And since we're indoors, so that we can go ahead and see a little bit better, I'm going to go ahead and just turn off that right now. Go ahead, let's just get rid of all this stuff. I do not need it right now. So let's go ahead here and let's get this started. We want to go ahead and put some scaffolding here. And I want to go ahead and grab a couple of shafts like this. So we're going to be doing a 2x3 cobble generator over here. And then we're also going to do a second one right beside it. Here we go. We want to do something just like this. I'll explain why here in a second. Let me sleep. So we need to split them up, as I'm going to be using, instead of the grindstones, I want to use the crushing wheels instead, as they are a little bit faster at this. Plus, I think they also just look cooler in general. Go, let's just put, no, not like you. Can do this, yep. Use our jetpack to our advantage. Using this while I was building, by the way, was awesome. So we do need to offset them here. There's a reason for that too. Well, actually, no. So the reason being is that because you need to have these spinning in the opposite way, you need to have them offset slightly. So I can't have just another crushing wheel right here, because this one will be spinning the correct way for this one, but not for this one, as it will be spinning the wrong way. So you have to go ahead and offset it like this. That's why we're going to go ahead and we're going to split these up like this. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some brass tunnels. And then we just can go ahead and we can just filter this out, like just put a andesite casing in there so that just nothing comes out of right here. And then all the cobblestone will just go through the other side. Well, out both of these sides. We want to go ahead right here. We did all this before with the lava generator. The only thing that's really different is just the general layout and then also the crushing wheels, but everything is basically the exact same. I'm also going to go ahead right now while I'm here. Go ahead and turn all of these nice and pretty. Can I really not walk through that? There we go. Also makes it so that these chutes are fully connected. Having a dedicated crawl button is so handy. There we go. All these are done. Actually, nope. I want those back because I want to put them right here. So we just go ahead and we put the drills right here, like this. And then we need to make like a chamber to keep the water inside, just on the front and back. And I'm going to use iron plates this time to go ahead and block it off. You technically don't have to do this part at all. You could just put like trapdoors or whatever on there just to make sure that the water does not escape. And you just go ahead and do that. You just put a copycat panel right on here and you'll put the lava there. So basically the lava can't get to the water sources and this will turn into cobblestone. and the drills will instantly mine it. And then it goes right down onto the conveyor belts. Now we need to have these drills going very slowly because washing it takes forever. So this part is all optimized. It's all good set up. Go ahead here. We're going to put some chutes right here and then bring them all the way down. So up here is technically all done. So as you know, lava, water, cobblestone. Cobblestone goes through here, gets split off into here. Will then get crushed into gravel, and then it'll come down here. I also want to just right-click these so you can actually see the stuff coming down. And what we want to do is we want to go ahead and actually combine these two. Well, actually these four, really. That I'm about to build right there. Here we go. So something like this. Basically, it's all going to come down, and then these two will join back into one. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put our washers right here. And then they're going to bring it over this way. And then I want to put a tunnel right here. And I want to have the iron nuggets go this way. And the flint go right over here into lava. Right here into the lava. I do have fire spread turned off. So don't worry about that. Nothing is going to burn down. So there we go, just like that, which is another positive for doing this new farm is now I'm not going to have a bunch of just flint clogging up my system. It'll only be the iron nuggets. I really wanted to. I could probably actually fit a auto crafter in here as well and actually have them turned into iron bars rather than the iron nuggets, but I'm not going to do that. Also, I'm going to go ahead and I can put a filter on this so that only the iron nuggets and flint goes through, not the gravel, which is why I don't need as big of an area and why I can also keep these belts going as fast as I want. Of course, it is just going to get, the gravel is just going to get stuck here until it does officially get washed, but that's all right. I'm going to have the drills drilling at a very slow speed so that it's steadily filling up, but hopefully not getting jammed up in our system. Let's go ahead and actually just put in a vault right here, just like that. And I don't have a funnel. I knew I was forgetting something. There we go. Don't even have to make one. Already got one all set up. Lovely. I'm also going to go ahead down here and just grab a flint and an iron so I can go ahead and set up our filters. Look at this thing. See? All this flint. It's just wasting. Look at that. I have hardly any iron in there, but it's filled with flint. This one's a little better because I was actually taking from this one, but one will be our main actual source of iron from this point forward. So let's go ahead, flint, iron, and then I actually technically need a list filter, or actually no, I do need a list filter because there is no deny thing. Go, and then of course let's go ahead and put our encase chain drive so that they all blow the same way. And then make sure that if you're using copycat panels that you do not actually put a block in this, otherwise it'll actually stop the water from going through, which is why I have glass on here, that the particles won't continue going past. Okay, I think it is time for me to just go ahead, connect everything on up. I will throw this into another time lapse. You don't have to see how I connect everything up. I will just show you there's one last special block I need to place, but after that, you all don't need to see the rest of that. Although I do also actually have one last belt here I need to place. If I'm not mistaken, it should go to here. One more block. This will be actually how stuff gets out of here. You all have seen this before. You know, you got your packager, and then you have your depackager, which I need to get a chest for, and then also another funnel. No, I don't need another funnel, but I do need a chest, which I don't think I... Nope, I made a barrel. That's right. There we go, barrel, packager, into you, and then that'll go ahead in through there. I do think I need to add some funnels onto those though, but I'll do that in between. I'll go ahead, throw this into another quick time lapse for the interior, and I will see you all at the end when we will officially turn this thing on. Go, everything is now all built up. You got your downstairs here. I still do need to add a mob into here, but everything is all set up. Everything's looking nice and beautiful. All the power is connected except for the drills. It's the last thing I gotta do. Got all of our crushing wheels up here. I went ahead and connected them up with some chains. Looks very, very nice. I quite like it. So now all we've got to do is I need to pull out our rotation speed controller. Put that right there, and I'm going to lower this down to like 5. We need it very, very slow, and then we just put a large cog wheel in there. And I also still need to put the lava in. Technically do not have to put lava in all 6 slots, but we're going to. So now we've got 1 going here. It's going to slowly go ahead and break those. And they go down, and I did not put the filters in. I forgot. Love it. Okay, well, that's bad. I forgot to put in the filters. At least it didn't go all the way through. Whoops. Alright, everything should work out nicely now. Let's just go ahead, 1 and 2. I'm actually going to take one of these buckets of lava for now and just put it over here so that both of them can run. As you know, you only technically need just 1 bit of lava. I just like filling it all up as it's better. And then let's go ahead and reconnect you, and everything should work. This is going very, very slowly, but it's alright. So that goes ahead, it gets crushed, turned into gravel. Gravel comes down here, sits here for 3 centuries to get turned into either iron nuggets or flint or nothing. Oh, nope, I don't want to be up here. See? Oh, there goes the flint. Why aren't you going through? Oh, it's because there was a gravel in it. Okay, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. There we go. Toss that. That's why that wasn't working. Okay, there we go. Now it should be working. This is why I shouldn't be doing stuff like this. This is why I don't do tutorials. Alright, there we go. There goes some on this side. That'll go ahead and that'll get washed. Really wish the washing was faster, because this is what's going to just really slow things down. There it goes. There goes the flint, and straight into the lava you go. There we go. I'm just going to sit here, and I'm just going to watch it for a bit and just see if the 5 spinning speed is good enough, or if I need to increase it slightly. So far, I think it's not too bad. Have I gotten any iron? Oh, there goes 1. There we go. I can't see what's in this for some reason. Oh, there we go. Takes a minute. Let's go ahead and let's go find a thing. Do I have a lead on me? I don't have a lead on me. Okay, let's go get a lead, and then I'll go find a thing, and then we'll bring the thing over to the thing. That's right. I kind of want a chicken. I don't know why I want a chicken, but I want a chicken. 0 eggs. I might not be able to get a chicken, so I need to actually grab that. Any more lava? Nope. Slow lava farm. Give me a chicken. I want a chicken. Actually, I should probably get something taller than that, because I don't think I'd be able to reach a chicken. Alright, let's see. Nope, can't use a squid. I wonder if you could use a squid. If I put water there, would it technically... would it live? I'll have to test that later. Can I use a bear? Is that a thing? Are you not going to attack me? I thought you were aggressive. Oh, you are aggressive. Hey... You are aggressive, but your range is terrible. Want to come with me? Yep. Come on, let's go. I don't know if this will work. Oh my god, it does work. Oh my god. He nearly killed me. Alright, this is fine. This is fine. This is gonna work. Probably not gonna work. But we're gonna try. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's use a bear. I don't even know if this is going to work. Okay. Alright, now if I... Did that work? Oh my god, it worked! I have a grizzly bear as my shopkeeper. Hello, I think I need to stay away from him because I do think he can hit me. Do I have thorns on my stuff? No, I don't. Okay, let's see, can you? Oh, yep, you definitely can. Okay, just don't go right up to the store clerk and everything will be fine. Everything is good. We are good here. I have a bear. He doesn't have the hat, though. I might be able to increase it slightly. Maybe just a bit. Like up to 6. Try 7. I don't know how much of a difference that'll make, but we'll try it. Now, of course, eventually I want to be able to take the iron out and actually bring it over to like a crafting station so I can automatically craft certain things. So that'll probably go just under the ground. I'll have it so that it will only take out iron if this is, say, 50% or higher. If it's below 50%, it actually won't take any out. If it's above, then all is well. I don't think that did much. Nah, I think we're good. So there we go. We've got a updated iron farm. This thing is going to run beautifully. Definitely a lot faster than my other one, or at least a lot more efficient as I'm obviously getting rid of all the flint. Not sure if it's actually it is definitely faster as I have 2 outputs and a bigger cobble gen upstairs, so it definitely is faster. But yeah, and then we've got our nice little mini decorations. I didn't really know how to decorate this place, as it's, well, yeah, actually no, there's a couple things I actually forgot to do. I actually need to add in some metal brackets up here. I actually forgot those. Other than that, everything is all said and good. We are done. Now, how much power does this use? Oh, no. Okay, let's do some math here real quick. Okay, so we're using around 9,000 SU already out of 46,000. Yep, I'm gonna need way more power. That is for sure. I definitely plan on doing at least 2 more windmills, but I think I may have to up that to like maybe 5 more windmills just to make sure that I have more than enough power for this place. I could also, of course, make a power plant or something like that, but that is all good. I got a lot of extra stuff from this. I'll go ahead and I'll fill up the lava afterwards, but now I want to go to sleep because it's nighttime. Anyway, as I was saying, I want to go ahead and I want to now go ahead and finally finish off this station 100%. I want to add in at least one of the screens. I don't know if I have enough. I see you down there. I see you. I need to light this place up better. Oh my god, I really need to light this place up better. What the heck hit? Oh my god, it's a train. Oh my god. Oh, I was like, what on earth hit me with that much knockback? It was a train. I need to get some, I also need to get some, probably some guardrails around here so that things don't go onto the track. And mainly me. I need to mainly do that so that I don't fall onto the tracks. Anyway, building is 100% complete, or at least 99% complete. There is a fly up there stuck in my roof. Now, I did leave the back side completely empty, mainly just because I actually don't know how the next building will connect. So depending on how it does, I may add some more stuff. And also, like I said, I also don't have anything up in the attic at all. I don't really know what to put up there. I don't really need anything. I could use it for more storage, maybe. Like I said, I want to make these display boards, but they are very expensive. I need electron tubes. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to just craft these up. I'll probably actually place them as well, and then I'll just show you how to actually connect them up so you can actually see what they do, and then maybe in between episodes I'll go ahead and I'll craft up the other side. Let's go ahead, we'll craft those up, and then we'll end off the episode with this station finally being fully completed. Alright, I've got our display boards built up. I was actually able to make a lot more than I thought I could, so I do actually have enough for both sides, and we got our display link, and I have gone ahead and I have connected up all the power underneath. Let's go ahead just right here and just add these in. There we go, we got the one side, then we'll put the other side in, give it a nice backing. There we go, and then I also technically need to change you and you. Gotta make sure these girders are actually connected to the things. So what you need to do is you grab your display link and you select the display board first, and then you select, well, you place it onto this. So there, now we go ahead and we right click this and we can actually say what we want it to do. So right now it has train schedule status. So if we go over here, we see nothing. Second, am I doing this right? Okay, here we go. It's because there actually is no train schedule status. I think it will show up now that the train's gonna be here. I think it will say, oh, yep, there it is. See, departs in 1 minute. So there, now I can see like how long it'll take. But I don't want that. I want the train station summary. There is no time. Why is there no time? Oh, well, actually, it technically says now. Let's see when it leaves. There we go, something like that. I will name this train something properly in a second, but let's go ahead. I just want to see when it leaves. I believe it should say how long. I'm also going to have to go ahead and probably do something up here. As you saw when I went ahead and I used the display link, it actually has this board as its own, and then this one is separate, as it technically can't do that. Oh, there's just no information now. I don't know, I'm going to have to actually look into this, but we technically have the display board up. I need to go ahead and get another display link and actually attach it to that station instead, and then we'll see. Maybe I do want train schedule status. I'll leave it on that for now, and then we'll just go ahead and we'll see. Maybe it'll be, maybe, I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'll Google it or something. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, let's go ahead and let's check out our iron farm. Been letting it run for just a little bit. My bear is still in there. Hey, buddy, how much iron have you got? 303 nuggets already. Look at us go. See, this thing is going great. It has not overclogged. This is very good. This is very, very, very good. Yeah, I want to say maybe it won't actually show up until it's going from here around. That's my main guess. But because it has to go to 2 other stations first, it's not actually going to show up. So here, let me real quick grab a second display link, and we'll put it on the other one, and I might be able to see that it's coming back from the wood farm. Let's see. Select that board. You can see there just that one was selected, not the top one. So I can have the top say something totally different. Go ahead, let's put you on, and then let's do that. You down to 35%. Done. Yeah, see, there we go. 8 more minutes until the train will come back. That is... What? Oh, it's because there's actual writing on this. That's why. Okay, I don't need 35%. I need 30%. I may also want to go ahead and rename some of these stations to maybe something a little bit smaller, like maybe FCSW. Like, basically do it like airports, how it has like a code. That might be better, actually. Also, it'll also help once I actually, you know, name this city. It's not just really called First City. I'm gonna name it something. I don't know what. But we'll name it something, and then I'll go ahead and I'll change out all of the different train stations. But that is gonna do it. You can see here, this has been going pretty alright. It's not too bad. But today, we are actually going to take a step back from Create and go back to simple basics of Minecraft. We're going to go ahead and we are going to build ourselves a villager breeder. And then in the next episode, we're going to go ahead and build a hospital so we can cure the villagers. And then after that, we will officially get our villager trading hall set up. As there are still a few enchantments in which I need to get all my stuff, specifically looting on my sword would be super nice. The enchantment for the jetpack so that it takes away the limit would also be very nice. Just little things like that. And plus we get to work on a different side of the city. So we had our iron farm all the way over there, but now we're going all the way on this side to the far end of the city, which I'm actually going to make a change. Originally, this was going to be our villager breeder, but instead this is actually going to be the hospital, and this will be the villager breeder, so I'll have the villager breeder bring the villagers into here, where I can turn them into whichever villagers I want, cure them, and then I can also go ahead right afterwards and bring them right into the actual trading hall itself. Once we have all of the villagers set up, not only will we have all the different enchanting books, but I'll also have access to different blocks, as well as some create villagers, I believe, actually sell specific create things. I'm gonna have to look at the modded villagers, as I believe there's a chef, there's like a create engineer, things like that. We're gonna have to go ahead and check that stuff out. But I've got a whole bunch of blocks in here in my inventory. I really am looking forward to using this Viridium stuff. It looks great. It was a little difficult to find, actually. Somehow I don't have it in any of my tunnels. I had to go off into a separate cave to go and try and find it, but we can actually automate Viridium. If you go ahead and you smelt Prismarine, which you can get Prismarine, actually, well, you can get Prismarine shards, interestingly, by haunting Lapis, or by conduit channeling Flint, which is very interesting. I may look into this in the future because I do quite like Prismarine, and I could also then use it to automate Viridian, but that might be like way down the line stuff. Also, if you all had not, please go ahead and check out my new Hytale series. There will be another episode coming out on Wednesday. I've already done one episode where we went ahead and we checked out a bunch of stuff there. I'm going to continue playing it as updates come out, as there's already actually been 2 updates since my previous episode, so I gotta catch up a little bit. So if you have not, please go ahead and check out my Hytale video. I'll leave a link for that in the description. I would really appreciate if you all could go ahead and check that out. No more rambling for me though. I'm going to go ahead and throw this into a time lapse real quick. I'll go ahead and do the outside of the building, then I'll bring you all back in to do the actual breeder itself. It's the exact same breeder in which we did in our hardcore world, but I'll go ahead and I'll rebuild it again here for you all, just so you can go ahead and see how it works. And then I have the very fun task of getting 2 villagers all the way over here. I'm not excited for that at all, but we will go ahead and we will do our best. Alright, time lapse time. One quick time lapse later, and we've got our second building for our city all set up here. This one was a little bit weird to kind of build. I wanted it to be different, but obviously similar to that one. So this time I went with just a simple A-frame roof or triangle roof, whatever you want to call it. It's actually offset. If you notice here, that obviously goes into a single point, but down here it's 2, and then down here again it's 1. Because the roof actually comes out on this side by 1 extra block, you can see right there, but not on this side. So I think it adds a nice little bit of detail. I also added some nether brick fences underneath of here, and of course a nice little bench up front. Just gotta go ahead and have a bench to the front of every single building, so there's always some place to sit. And we got a few plants all over the place. So don't have to go ahead and do any details on the back side or anything like this, especially here, because this is going to get walled off with the hospital build, and this is where we're going to go ahead and actually take the villagers out. And I just realized there are evil things in here. Oh hey! Ooh, wait. Oh no. I can't be bothered. It could have been easy, but I can't be bothered. Anyway, let's go ahead, just put a couple torches in here just to make sure this thing doesn't spawn anything else. Alright, this should be good, probably. There we go, nice and lit up. And I also went ahead and I used black framed glasses, so you can't really see in here, as what I'm about to build is going to be super ugly. I'll try to make it look nice, but it's a giant cube. That's why I built this building around it, to hide it inside of the building. Inside the building does not matter as much to me. This is not... It's all the way at the back of the city. Never going to come back here, so I don't really care too much about the interior of this building. I will maybe try to make it look nice at some point, but for today, I just want to go ahead and just make it functional. That way I can actually start building up my villagers. I want to start, I think, right here. We want to build up 3 blocks. And then we just need to go ahead and do just a standard farm. So you want 9 by 9 square, of course, with the middle slot empty for the water. Here in a second. There you go, we can go ahead and fly up here. Thank God for this jetpack. So there you go, 9 by 9. Middle slot open, grab a bucket of water, which I don't have yet. First off, actually, we want to go ahead and put a block right there. Like I said, try to make it look nice, kind of. Very dark in this building with these black glass panes. I did not actually realize how much light they block out. There we go, water. I don't have a hoe. That's okay. Let's go ahead and let's actually just build up the walls. So you just want to go ahead and build up the walls too high, obviously, so that the villagers cannot escape. And I'm also going to go ahead and put a torch in the middle of all of it so that the plants can actually grow, and also so nothing spawns. And we want to leave a gap right here. This is where the beds are going to go, or well, where the villagers will drop down, actually, technically. And torch. Technically there's sconces, but we're just going to ignore that. And then we want to go ahead and grab some trapdoors. I want to put a trapdoor right here so that the villagers think they can walk across. And then you want to add... Trapdoor there? Nope, not right there, actually. I do want to add a spruce trapdoor right there, so the adults can't walk through here. So we just put a couple temporary blocks right there, so we can put some oak trapdoors like that. And just make a quick room right here, like this, and we want to grab our 4 beds and put them on either side like this and like that. Box you back in. But there we go. And then if we drop down here, this is where the villagers are going to drop. So we want to just put like this. And they're actually going to come this way. And then they're going to come up right here. So block this out. I'm really liking this building, especially with the Viridium as well. I want to use more of that. The green is very, very nice. This is a very nice green. Once we get access to Prismarine, I might actually use that as well as a texture along with it. Look very, very beautiful. Alright, so there you go. So the villager will fall down here, water right across like that. Then we want to go ahead and you can put any block here. I'm just going to use glass because I want to be able to see. Just put glass like this, and then right up here, we want to put in another room real quick like this, just another 2x3 room. Whoops, I did the exact same thing twice. Okay, there we go. Third time's a charm. Alright, this should be good for getting them out. And we just want to go ahead and put a bucket of water right there, so they'll go ahead and they'll get pushed to this corner. And to stop the water here, you want to go ahead and just put a sign right there. And a block right there. Okay, nope. Why aren't you working? Do I need a block there? Okay, that's why. Make sure there's a block there, so that that doesn't mess up. And then you also want to go ahead and do this. And I need to put another block right here, I guess. There we go. So that it's not spilling all over the place. So basically, the baby villager will go ahead over here. It'll be bouncing, 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 and then it'll grow up, I believe, and it will just come right up here. You don't need a bubble elevator. You technically could do that. That would also work. Now, I don't believe they can get above this. I'm 3% positive. Maybe they can. They shouldn't be able to. You want to what? Just to be safe. Let's just do it. Just for this section right here, we can raise it up 3 blocks just to be safe. And then now we have to do the minecart section right back here. I hear an enderman. I need it. Is there anything else out here? Hey, buddy, what's up? Give me your pearl, please. I need them. I would actually like to fight the ender dragon eventually. Well, soon, I mean. There we go. Okay, I got 1. I think that brings my grand total of ender pearls to, I think, 3, which is super sad. Let's go ahead, let's grab these rails, this stuff. Oh, I can actually go ahead right now, and I can actually put the composter up here. Do that, and sure, let's put you on top. Why not? That way they don't jump on top and then fall off and destroy the crops, ruining everything, as villagers usually do. I think I want to put a redstone torch right there. A block right there is how it works. And then I need to put a block here, 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 and here. So, funny story. I actually just came back from another crash. I don't know what is going on. I did not have this problem before, but now I am getting this problem. I'm not sure what's happening. I do not approve. Anyway, we're going ahead here. We're just going and doing this stuff. Where is a regular rail? I just need 1. Right here. Basically, I just went off. In between the crash, I just went into my hardcore world just so I can go ahead and just copy exactly what I did. So you just go ahead and you just do this. I can also remove that. You want to have that angled right there so that the minecart will actually go down that way when it comes out of the dispenser. And then it'll go ahead and it'll clip right through there, grab the villager, and go out. Just go right here, there we go, and that will head right off into our hospital that we'll build in the next episode. So this is, I believe this is the entire farm done, minus tilling all of this and putting in some carrots. So let me go ahead and do that, and I'll also go ahead and actually make this look nice, kind of, sort of, not really. I'm just going to add some like supports, and that's it with spruce, and that'll basically be it. That's going to be the full extent of my making it look nice. And then It's time to go get ourselves some villagers. There we go, just like that. All the carrots are placed. I just went ahead and I just added a few spruce supports. Maybe I'll go ahead and block this off and I can like put something up front here. But like I said, this is fine. This is all the way in the back of our city. I don't care that much. After probably like 3-4 episodes, I will probably never even come in this building ever again. So that is fine. Let's go ahead and let's get our villagers. I have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but I want to try it. I'm thinking if I put down a boat and I put a villager in a boat, but then I go and I put like a raccoon also in the boat attached to a lead, can I then fly with said boat and villager? Why are you unemployed? You should be a Fletcher. I trapped you in here as a Fletcher. Will the crow work? Crow should work. If I just... Can I right-click the boat? Nope. Mr. Crow, get in the boat, please. Will that work? Can I get... Come on, get in the boat. I don't think that's working. Please tell me this will work. I don't want to ride the boat all the way over there with this villager. Let's not. I wasn't going to say let's not kill the sheep, but I was a little too slow on that. Alright, Mr. Cow, come over here. You're next. You're my next victim. I know I can't be in the boat, but yep. Alright, I'm just going to nudge you a little bit. Come on, get in the boat, please. There we go. No. Why? Stay in the boat. Does that not work? I thought that would work. Slowly turning his head at me. He knows. Look at this guy. Oh, I want to do it. I want to do it so bad, but I need you. Are you going to stop? Please don't turn your head all the way around. This is very disturbing. Could you, like, this is weird. Don't. He's doing it. Okay, he's possessed. Maybe I don't actually want this villager. Okay, he stopped. So I'm taking you out of here myself then. I don't even think we're on the right level. Come on. Yep. Nope. Yep. Come on. Do it. Nope, it's not working. I don't have station to lure you. Alright, you're gonna listen to me, Mr. Villager. You're going to behave. You want this barrel. More than anything, you want it. Move it. Yes. Good. Good, fisherman. Good. I have got to get rid of the stuff in my inventory. Yep. Nope. Come on. Yep. You still want the barrel. Now get in the boat. Why aren't you in the boat? Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Why are you not getting in the boat? Sir! Get in this boat. Right now. Get in the boat. Why are you not getting in this boat? Sir, no. Don't you dare. Turn back around. Touch the barrel. Get in the boat. Why are you not? Thank you. I knew this was going to be painful. Okay, I think... Don't, please. Please don't. I'm just a nice, friendly, villager herding man in a boat. Leave me be. Should add in. There's a mod that allows you to pick up villagers. I should add it. Then I don't have to deal with this nonsense. You just pick them up, fly them over, boom, drop them in. Done. Nope. Instead, I gotta deal with this. I get right up to my outer wall here. You should just automatically go to this building. Because there is a composter, and there's also beds. So he should just go. What? Why are you dying? I didn't hit anything. Did I? Come on, make it. Yeah, there we go. Alright, if I just get out, will you cooperate and just go inside this building? Will you be nice? Get in the building. No! Where are you going? Come back to the... He's trying to go to that house. Why? There are beds 10 times closer to you. No. He's running away. He's running away. It's creatures. Get over here. Also, how are you still a fisherman? Sir! Come to the barrel. I'm gonna punch you. Do not look at me like that. Get in the boat. No! Oh, this thing. Hate you. How is he still a fisherman? There are no barrels. You listen here. And you listen well. Okay, yes. You're doing the right thing. Let me destroy the boat. Yep, get in there. Good boy. Just for good measure, I'm gonna do that. So he can't get back out. I'm gonna go get you a friend. The rest of that there, and I'll deal with whatever's happening with his job when I come back. Alright, let's get you a friend. Please be less creepy and more cooperative. Okay, why are your... Why? Why are your trades down? Whatever. Do I want to take you? It's like there is something in their code that tells them to stay away from boats. You do not get in this boat right now. For a second there, I thought he was going to make it in the house. I was about to freak. I need to get him away from his station, and then I need to lure him with the barrel. Alright, can you become not a leather worker, please? Come on. No, you want to be fisherman. Alright, fine. What do you mean? Get in the boat. Why are they not getting in the boat? I don't understand. Get in the... Children, you may need to avert your gaze here in a moment, because I'm about to do something very despicable to this creature. Another villager, one that does not have a job. I have my two in here who are trapped, but I can't take... Who are you? Why don't you have a job? You should be a thing. Which one are you then? Okay, you're still my mending. Good. You're supposed to have a job too. Is there a way I can separate the two of you and get you out? Actually, if I just... Maybe? Yeah? No? Yep. Yep. You get out. You leave. Yep. Come on. You can do it. Just one more step. There you go. He just grabbed a job too, didn't he? Can you please? Please. I'm begging you. Yep. Yep. Come on. No, I'm gonna... Okay, sure. Why not? It also works. Alright, let's see if we can get this guy home with no more problems. Why are they not getting inside of the boat? You are right on top of it. Back here. Where are you going? No, get... I'm gonna lose my mind. Where are you going? Get in... Listen here. Go back to your barrel. Or get in the boat. Why? You are on the boat. Get in it. I'm about to say words. Mojang, fix your garbage. Probably not. It's probably a mod or something that is causing this issue and it's driving me nuts. What? Why are you here? Why? Why? Where is he? Get in the boat. Thank you! Why couldn't you do that before? I hate them with a fiery passion. Let's see, are you gonna take damage again when I go through here? Even though I did not touch a single thing? Or do these bushes hurt you? No. Why did my other villager take damage? I'm so confused. I'm so lost. Witchcraft. That's it. That's the only explanation. The other one is clearly possessed. How? I did it perfectly the two other times, and now this time I mess it up. Barrel right over here. You're gonna cooperate. Yep, and go to it. Yep, good boy. Keep. Okay, you're kind of doing it. Kind of. No, get over here. Okay, you're all the way over there. Yep. Nope. No. No, get in the house. You're right there. Come on, just do it. Now I need you to move. Actually, no, I don't. I can do this. I can just... Hate you. I hate you. Your entire species is a pain. Get in the house. In. Now. Just take 3 steps. Thank you. No. Stay in the house. Alright, now I have to get them up into the pen, which should not be that difficult. I hope. What am I pressing? He's still a fisherman. How are you a fisherman? There are no barrels here. Alright, get in the minecart. You going? Stop! You are not in detention. Get out of the corner. It's like they will stop moving long enough for me to push them just short of where they need to be, and then they will start moving again. Stop! Get... Why are you trying so hard to get over here? There's nothing over here. There is. There's the composter, but you cannot phase through the ground, sir. No, no, no. Why are you going this way? Why? Get in the minecart, you stupid creature. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Now go up. Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up. Go up. Get in. Thank you. There we go. We got one. Now, how on earth am I going to get you out of here? Come on. You are inside the minecart. Stand, this villager. This villager may be a problem. I think I might need a new one. I don't know why he's still a fisherman. Can't lure him because I don't know where he's going to. There's no barrel. Get in the minecart. You have nowhere else to go. Cooperate. Is it nighttime? Spazzing out because it's nighttime, huh? Get in the minecart. Come on, one more step. You can do it. I believe in you. Just no move. Yep, I'm gonna shrink your area until you're in this minecart. Nope, come on, get out. Yep, there we go. You have nowhere to go now. Get in the minecart. Please be in the minecart. You're not in the minecart. Of course you're not in the minecart. Why would you be in the minecart? That would be useful. There we go. Okay, that reset him. Now get in the minecart. Why do you do this? Put the barrel there. Get in the minecart. Oh my god, he will do anything but get in the minecart. Dude, take... Why? Thank you. This villager, this one in particular, I'm gonna name him something. Think of a really stupid, annoying name, other than Karen, obviously. Just think of something really dumb. Really dumb. Dumbest name you can think of. That is this villager, right here. I would like to see this thing in action before I end off this episode, but that might not happen, given how obnoxious the two of you have been. From what I can see, it was either 12 carrots or 3 pieces of bread. So let's just up. And they should do the thing. Yeah, so I didn't give them enough carrots before. This should do it. It did not say anything about employment. You shy or something? You want me to look away? I will, but like, you should be able to do this. I may have made a mistake. Beds may have to be down a block. Oh, no, give me that. Give me that back. Yeah, they're looking at me like they're expecting food. Maybe I need more bread. Maybe I fix it. Let's see, give me a moment. I don't know why the beds being down 1 block matters, but maybe it does. At least that's what I did on my other world. Don't look at me, look at each other. Oh, they're sharing the bread. Come on. Oh, I see. Wait a minute. Where's its head? I saw its head. It was gigantic. Come on, move. Come on. Move! What are you? The possessed one's child, too. That's not good. Oh my god, it is huge. That is not normal. That is not how big it's supposed to be. Oh, and there he goes. Down he goes. Into the trap. And right there, you'll see he'll go ahead and he'll just sit there until he grows up. And then once he grows up, he'll be able to swim all the way up and he will get stuck right in there. Perfect. There we go. See, it works. I don't know why. I have no idea why these need to be 1 block down. Makes no sense, but whatever. There we go. Villager breeder is done. It's lovely and amazing, and I can actually start trading with you as well for emeralds, which I might do. That is gonna do it for this episode here. Dealing with the villagers is a massive pain, and I hate it, but the good news is now they're in, I don't have to worry about it anymore. Fortunately, the possessed one is working. Thankfully, I didn't have to go get another one. Breeder's working. Next episode, we're going to go ahead and we're going to build the hospital so I can actually go ahead and give them their jobs and cure them. And then after that, we'll go ahead in the following episode and actually build the trading hall, which is going to be a massive build, as you can see here. And I may even actually end up building it down underground if I need to. But we'll go ahead and we'll wait for that to see, as I don't know. First off, I don't know how many modded professions there are. I don't know how many variations of the modded professions there are. Like, if I get the create engineer, can I just get one of them and that's all I'll ever need? Or will I need like 50 of them to get all the things that it offers? I don't know. But next episode will be the hospital, and that's super simple, at least for the most part. When I did it on my hardcore world, it was anything but simple, but that's just because I actually made a mistake in the previous episode, which I realized afterwards, and that is I actually have mob griefing turned off Well, I had it turned off, as I don't want creepers blowing up my stuff or endermen taking my blocks. So I had it off, but that also affects these guys so that they wouldn't actually take the carrots. How did you get in there? Okay, well, we're gonna have to deal with him. Anyway, this has been going quite nicely. Here, we've got, how many? We got 6 up here, we got 2 more down there. But anyway, that's been going quite nicely. I'm gonna end up turning mob griefing back off once this is actually done, but I had sat there for about an hour waiting for them to just make a baby on their own, and it would not do it, so it turns out it was the mob griefing. But I'm gonna turn that right back on as soon as I'm actually done with this. But this is not what we're doing today. Today, we are going to be going ahead and we are going to be building the Villager Curing Station, which is going to be just a nice little hospital build, which you may recognize the hospital build from a certain game, which I've actually been playing a lot of in my free time. I figured it would fit quite nicely in here. You'll see that shortly, but because I wanted to build this building, it requires a few difficult to find blocks, including mushroom stems, white mushroom stems. Got all the other blocks in here. I want blue nether bricks, which means I need to go get warped blocks. And I also need red rock, which, as you can see here, I already tried using the nature's compass to find one, and I was unsuccessful. So I'm going to go ahead now, and I'm actually going to teleport to our desert, and I'm going to hope that there's actually a red rock valley around there. If there's not, this is going to be interesting. I should also note that my iron farm is having a slight issue in that, yeah, you can see here, the cobblestone is somehow getting out of the machine and it ends up like all around the floor. So if you all have any ideas on how I can make sure that it doesn't do that, please let me know, as it is causing a significant amount of lag if I don't come up here and clear it all the time. So if you all could let me know of how I can make sure that the cobblestone actually stays in the farm, that would be great. Red Rock Valley. Oh, well, that was easy. I could have swore I had seen one on my way over here, but never know. Oh, right, I forgot, those things hurt. So this one is going to be the easy and safe one to go ahead and get, the red rock. The difficult one to get is going to be the mushroom stem and the warped fungus for the blue nether brick. There we go. Now I just have to go ahead and destroy just a whole bunch of it. Now that I have mob griefing on, I need to make sure I got eyes on the back of my head. Make sure I'm watching for creepers. One actually did already blow up near my workshop. Fortunately, it didn't actually get the workshop. I gotta make sure I'm paying attention here. Bad things could happen. Oh, speaking of stuff I need, I actually need these green mushrooms as well, as these are the only way for me to get white mushroom stems, or at least I think these are the only way. I do have some. I think I have like about 30 in my storage system, but I might need more. And then later we're going to go ahead all the way back over here to right here. I have a little mushroom island over here. We're going to go to that. That way I can get the regular mushroom stems there. But I don't actually have a waystone over there, so I'm going to have to go ahead and make sure I bring one with me so that I can go back there whenever I want. At least until I get a train set up or something to go over there properly. There we go, 9 stacks should do it. Where have you gone now, you horse? Oh, there you are. Back here. Alright, let's head back, and now comes the dangerous part, getting into the nether. I'll do the mushrooms last, even though that's the thing I need the most of. But let's do the nether first. Oh hey, would you look at that? Free waystone. Just what I needed. What is that? Is that yep, it is. That is a Tasmanian devil, and he is gonna attack me. No, don't attack me. Oh, there's a bunch of them too. Okay, looks like they're a night mob. Bye. There we go. More than enough for what we're going to need for today. A little extra. Let's put you away. Alright. Potential dangerous journey incoming. We go back into the nether. Just fly over all of the dangers. There we go. You need to remember that this thing does have a maximum limit. Alright, there we go. What? Oh my god, you freaked me out. Get off. Get off. Get off. Why are you here? You're not supposed to be in this biome. Did you really follow me? Oh, man. That freaked me out a lot. Warped wart block, that's what it's actually called. We're gonna get a bunch of this. I also do need the wood as well, but not as much. This is the main thing we need because we need it for this stuff, blue nether brick, which is more of like a turquoisey kind of color. But yeah, you just go ahead, you mix this with nether brick, and you get that. So we're gonna need quite a lot of this. Hopefully no more mosquitoes come at me. Oh! Aha, jetpack. Plus, this is not a bad time for me to go ahead and grab shroom lights, as I really do like the shroom lights. This has actually worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to. I only decided to record this because I thought it was going to take like 3 years for me to find a red rock biome. I figured I was going to get absolutely slaughtered here in the nether, but so far this is going pretty alright. I got 7.5 stacks of the warped wart block, and I got almost 2.5 stacks of the logs. I think we should be good. I can always come back if I need more. Go ahead and strip these. I want these stripped variants. Oh yeah, we got more than enough of this stuff. I forgot, you actually get 2 blocks per craft. Is always very nice. You go far more than enough. That's good though, because I would like to actually use more of these later. These blue blocks, blue nether bricks I should say, are actually very I like the nether blocks a lot. I like the regular nether bricks, I like the red nether bricks, and now I like the modded blue nether bricks. Ooh, Enderman. Can't get to me. You can't get to me. You have one of my flowers. Hey, come back. I actually need your pearl. I can see him teleporting on the map. Stop! I was coming over to you. Now where'd he go? Just gone. Took my flower and left. No, 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 no! Oh, I was in my inventory. My hand was in the wrong place, and I forgot you actually blow up. I really just finished saying not that long ago, I need to be paying attention to the things that are around me. Alright, it's fine. It didn't blow up too much. Actually, that was a very small explosion, all things considered. I need to go ahead right here. I just need to grab the bone meal, as I need to take that with me. Now, I have a waystone kinda near it. I think, somewhere. Let's see. East Island Beach? This one might be the closest one I have. Yes, this is the closest one I have. Alright, now I need to... Oh, this is going to be a good chance to test this. I don't know if water counts. It would appear as though water does in fact count. Okay. I wasn't sure if when using the jetpack, if the 28 block limit would count like the sea floor, or if it would actually count the water itself. Thankfully, it does seem to count the water itself. There we go. There's Mushroom Island. Oh, look, it's one of those things. Great. Stay away from me, please. I don't know what that is. I still don't know. It's attacked me like 4 times. I still don't know what it is. What are you? It's Among Us. Wait, he has eyes. Hold up. Do I do something with you? Why do you exist? Why is that a thing? Alright, whatever. What is this? What are you? A bun fungus. What are these creatures? Alright, sure. Hi. We're gonna be chill, right? I don't actually need the red or brown ones. I just need the stems. There we go. That's our normal mushroom stem. Now let's go ahead and do these green ones. Hopefully this will work. Up here. It should work on the mycelium, but not. There we go. Oh, giant green mushroom. You've seen these before. Let's go ahead and let's get these white mushroom stems. Oh, these are not as easy to break. Alright, this should be the last mushroom, and then that is actually all the materials done and gathered. Like I said, this was a lot less painful than I thought it was going to be. Like the red rock, I was going to have to go millions and millions of blocks away. The nether, I thought would probably kill me. And the mushrooms, I thought I was going to run out. But nope, we are all good. Just ignore the floating mushrooms. I will come back here someday and fix it. There we go. That should be good. I am going to kill you now. Because I need to know. Alright, well, you didn't turn aggressive and you dropped nothing. Okay, awesome. Sick mob. Home sweet leggy home. I'm not really sure why. Actually, I know exactly why it's lagging. There's probably a bunch of blocks on the ground over there. Sorry, Mr. Bison, but you have to go because... Oh, you were very low on health. I was going to say, you need to go because you're going to ruin all my crops. Now that we have all the materials we're going to need, let's go ahead and let's build this hospital. And if you have not guessed already by the thumbnail, we are going to be building the hospital from Stardew Valley. I've been playing that quite a bit recently, and I think it's going to look quite nice in this little section here. So let's go ahead and let's go and get this done. Time-lapse time. I am so happy with this build. Here we have it. We've got the hospital from Stardew Valley in here. I quite like how it's turned out. It's very different from how I usually build. Usually I build, you know, very dark colors. So going like this, it's very bright. It's very noticeable. But I do think it still fits in quite nicely here. I do like the blue nether brick as the accent. It fits in quite nicely. And of course, taking a 2D pixel image and putting it here into 3D cubed Minecraft was a little challenging, as I wanted to obviously get it to look like the building while also, you know, having it fit in, but I think we did a pretty good job in here. And if we come on in here, you can see right here, we've got a whole lot of nothing. These guys have been going quite crazy. I also, the villager who was in here, he has gone away on vacation. He went on a nice little vacation to somewhere very nice and warm, and I believe I have fixed this. So I just added in some slabs there, so they should not be able to access the beds now. So all should be well. But now we have to go ahead and get in here and get the interior done. But first, I gotta go ahead and I gotta find myself a doctor. I got a name tag already ready, and it is going to be nighttime. Kinda, sorta soon, not really. So let's go ahead and let's wait and let's get ourselves a doctor. Alright, give me zombies. No creepers, no skeletons, only zombies. Oh joy, nothing but creepers and spiders, even better. Here we go. Oh, no, no, don't go in there. Yep, come over here. I only need one of you, though. Who wants to be the lucky guy? Here we go. Dang it. Alright, come on. Get in the minecart. Cooperate. Yep. What do you mean? Alright, fine. Come on, you can do it. You can do it, buddy. There we go. Now I have to move you. Let's go to sleep and get rid of the rest of the zombies, where they go and break down all my doors. Alright, you're still good. I should probably name you before you vanish on me. And of course, we can't have... I said I only need one doctor. There was only one job posting. You all did not get it. I'm sorry. You were too slow. Anyway, as I was saying, you can die out there. That's fine. We can't have the hospital from Stardew Valley without, of course, bringing in Harvey. We got Harvey here. Harvey has seen better days. We'll say that. Alright, thank you. You're interrupting my moment here with Harvey. Back in position, please. There we go. Awesome! Now Harvey will just sit here forever and cure off my villagers. Now let's go ahead and actually do let's do the interior first, as the front half of this room is going to be for aesthetics to actually see from the outside. And then we'll go ahead and we'll do the back half. There we go, just like that. This does kind of mirror the one in Stardew Valley as well, with the blue chairs, the countertop over here. Of course, we got Harvey in the back. He's not out front. He's having a sick day. And I used up all of the pottery sherds I had in order to make these decorative pots. The backside actually doesn't even have any designs. That's how few of these I had. But it looks absolutely amazing. Go ahead, head on back here now, and let's get this going. We're going to bring the villagers out here, have them stop right here. We gotta have a lever there to send them off on their way. So this is going to be where I'm going to give them their jobs. And then once I go ahead and I get a trade in which I like, we're just going to go ahead and bring them on over here, where they're going to go ahead and meet good old Harvey. That is wrong, I believe. I want to put that there. Then we want to just put that, no. And then, of course, we're going to go ahead and put a lever there so we can send them off. And we're actually going to send them up now. So once we go ahead and we get the villagers up here, it's nighttime. I need to go to sleep. Don't want more zombies. Wait, are you all? Wait a minute. Okay, this might be bad. How do you all have love hearts? Anyway, if you come on up here, so once we go ahead and we get the villagers up here, we've got 4 curing station. Now, I believe if I throw a weakness potion right here somewhere, I might have to add a block in. I should be able to hit all 4. I think. We're going to see. Anyway, and then we got our buttons here, which will send them off all the way back around and down right here. Put a rail like that. Harvey might touch them a little bit, maybe, but it'll be okay. So long as he doesn't turn them back into zombies, it should be fine. One hit will not harm that much. Anyway, the track will go ahead right in here, right into our trading hall, which we will build in the next episode. But that should be all of this done. I want to go ahead, I want to test this out. So let's get 4 villagers, which I'm going to give them some professions, probably all librarians to start with. And then we can go ahead and cure them and then just leave them upstairs, as I can't really move them anywhere until the trading hall is done. So let's go ahead and let's do that real quick. Should actually maybe set up a little brewing station in the back as well for weakness potions. That would probably actually help too. And it would also fill it out a little bit so it looks kind of okay. Go, fermented spider eye, and then I just have to go ahead and grab some glass bottles. And do I even actually have a brewing stand? I should have one somewhere, I think. I actually don't. Okay, I guess I'll go make one. How do I not have a brewing stand? And I only have 1 blaze rod. Okay. I am way down on certain materials than I thought I was. I need blaze powder. I don't have enough. I need to go to the nether. You want to know what? That's going to be the very first book I'm going to get. I'm going to get looting on this sword. That's not good. That's even worse. Give me a blaze rod. It didn't even give me one, did it? I'm trying to place my sleeping bag down. That would be bad. Can't see. Alright, he's just running away from me. Oh, hi. Ow. Did I just get a... I got a skull. I actually got a skull. Without looting. Look at that. Maybe I don't need looting. No, I definitely do need looting. Also, I did not come up here last time. The loot is nothing special, but I still did miss this. I need to get to the rest of the fortress. Oh, of course now you're up there. All the way down, and now you both... Ow, that's my face. Fire in my face is not cool. Don't... Get over here. Really? Hoo-yah! Nailed it! Oh, and it didn't even give me one. Come on. That was worthy. Then again, how do I actually get to the rest of the fortress from here? Oh, it's down here. Hello! I should really look before I leap. There we go. I only needed 1, so let me get out of here. Actually, let me kill you too, because you just decided to respawn. Give me another head. Only got lucky the 1 time. Oh, hello! Give me another one. Dang it. Why are the drop chance so low on these? Oh, hello. Oh, hello. No, just let me pass. Just let me pass in peace. Oh, there we go. Now we can go ahead and get this thing done. Oh, look, all the spiders. All right, while I'm waiting, actually, we can go over in here and get some of these guys out. You are going to give me Silk Touch. Actually, no, not Silk Touch. Looting. Thank God that actually showed that. And now we sit here for 5 years. He's trying to get the brewing stand. Okay, I will not be leaving a brewing stand here. Got it. I can't have any other job blocks here. Otherwise, that will happen. Alright, well, I'm just going to sit here for a while until I get looting... What is the max? I think looting 3? Yep, until I get looting 3. Of course, there's the ancient tomb, but that is way later. Well, not way later, but not with this guy. Or if he wants to give me the book for my jetpack to get rid of the height limit, I will also take that one. Oh. This fly. No. Okay. Until... Okay, so I got it now. Flies attack zombies. Great, now he is... There we go. Nailed it. I am a genius. Don't worry, Harvey. I will protect you from the evil flies. There we go. Alright, everything should be good. Alright, no more flies. Wondering how he was taking damage. Alright, well, there we go. At least we saved him before he was gone. Ooh, I actually do need that. Okay, you get to live. Get one Silk Touch book. And then you should be off. There we go. Very good. Let's send you off there, buddy. I'm sorry. Harvey is healing you, I swear. Look at that fancy zombie. He'll go up. Then I also need to go up. And I just need to go ahead and switch that. So now it will go onto the next zombie villager. Will actually go onto this section. And then, of course, I switch each one as we go. So there we go. We got Silk Touch. That's good. And now onto our next villager. Either mending or looting. That's the only two I'm going to accept. Anything else, I don't care. Oh, come on. I got mending before looting. Really? Alright, well, I'll lock you in then, I guess. Get out of my sight. Get him, Harvey! Cure him of his illness. You did it, Harvey. Now, looting. Come on, give it to me. This is like the 5th time I have gotten this book, and every time I keep getting rid of it because I want looting, and it won't give it to me. It's been 16 minutes of this. This is the first looting book I've seen, and of course it's only a looting one. I'm about ready to just take it. I can't though. I've gone too far. I'm going to take this only because I think this is the first Efficiency 5 book I've seen. It is not giving me looting. I have been at this for 32 minutes. I hate you. I need to go get some paper. I kind of just want to do these 3, but like, I'm committed now. I want my looting. I got it again. I got above the clouds again. Why? Here's the thing. I only need one of these books. Ever. Unless I somehow manage to lose my jetpack. But you want what? Forget it. I've had enough of this. Just give it to me. Maybe when I level this guy up, he'll give it to me. I don't know. I give up. Just go. I surrender. Let's see. This is a good test now. Can I hit all 4 of you? I believe I got all 4 of them. Perfect. There we go, and now they go ahead and they get cured. And then I could go ahead and send them off into the villager trading hall once we build it in the next episode. Oh, it actually shows the conversion time. 280 seconds, 160 seconds, 197. Why are you so long? Ah, whatever. They'll be done in 155 seconds. Not bad. And they're far enough away they shouldn't hit each other. I'll just wait for these guys to change, and then we can go ahead and end off the episode. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And there's 4. That guy took quite a while. Let's go ahead and let's check out their trades. God, my inventory. Look at that. Boom. Beautiful. I love to see it. Dang, mending is still expensive. There we go. Oh my god, efficiency 5 is still expensive. Ouch. Alright, and above the clouds is super cheap. Not that I need another one, but it is very, very cheap. There we go, though. That is going to do it for this episode here. I'm actually going to sleep. This is very professional Dr. Harvey, who is, of course, the best around. You cannot get any finer medical treatment from anybody else. I've still got our 4 villagers up here, as, of course, I've got nowhere to send them just yet. I also have got a 5th one over here, who is, of course, once again, being a giant pain. These villagers absolutely hate me. They are the most horrible... I just hate them. They're terrible. I have been sitting here trying to re-roll him to get a Flint for Emeralds trades. I've re-rolled him about 50 times and he will not give it to me. He sucks. I hate him. I hate them all. Anyway, I had said that we were going to go ahead and build our villager trading hall in this episode, but I have realized something. It is a very big build. Like, very big. I have not even fully finished designing it yet, let alone gathering the resources for it. So unfortunately, we're going to have to go ahead and push that off to the next episode. as I don't have the stuff for it. It's not even fully designed yet. This is a very big build. This is going to be, I think, the single largest build I think I've ever done inside of Minecraft. It is gigantic. And to help with that, we're going to go ahead here and we're actually going to make ourselves a glass factory today instead, as I need a lot of glass for it. You may be able to guess what I want to do with the glass, but perhaps not. You'll just have to wait to see for the next episode. Now, you may have also noticed that I also don't have shaders on anymore. That's because without the shaders on, I get a much more stable frame rate than with shaders on. If I have shaders on, the frame rate kind of dips a little bit all over the place. So in order to sort of save the video quality and also just my brain, we're going to play without shaders from now on. I may turn them on every now and then just to look at like builds that we do, but for the most part for just general building and playing around, no more shaders. I know, it's sad. But default Minecraft is not too bad. Now, I did mention in the previous episode that I was having an issue with this iron farm with the cobble going everywhere, and I may have found a solution. I have swapped the chutes out for brass funnels instead, as they are able to just, I think it's because they're able to grab a lot more or a lot faster, so it doesn't have as much time to get away. And so far, it appears to be working, but I'm not going to say anything. Hopefully it continues working. Now, I am going to go ahead right here, and we're going to throw this right into a time lapse right at the start of this video. This video is also, you're going to see, it's fairly short. That's just because I am trying to get all the resources and everything to build our trading hall, so this is just going to be just a quick little video here. I'm not even going to actually I'll show you how the farm works. I'm just not going to build it with you, as it's more of the same stuff that we've done. It's just you go ahead, you make a cobble generator, you crush that cobble into gravel, and then you crush that gravel into sand, and then you just have to melt the sand. So it's more of the same stuff that we've already seen. So I'll just go ahead and time lapse it, and then I'll show you the design up close afterwards. But yeah, let's go ahead and throw this into a time lapse, where I'll also go ahead and put on these shaders, as the shaders don't actually matter in the replay. So here we go, time lapse. Our little glass factory. This one was kind of difficult for me to design, as I had no idea really what to do with it. Originally, I wasn't even planning on making a glass factory to begin with, so it wasn't even in my mind. And then I realized I needed a lot of glass for the trading hall. I'm sure I'm going to need a lot more glass in the future anyway. So this kind of was a little bit rushed, to be honest, but I think it turned out okay. I originally actually was using raw gold brick for the roof, but when I was trying to get the resources, I realized it is way too much gold to make those, so I ended up changing it out for the azurine instead, which I think actually ended up working out quite nicely. We've got a empty market stall here. I didn't put anything here as I don't know what to put there. If you have a suggestion on what to put here, I was just going to put books, but I don't want to put books at every single market stall, so if you have a different suggestion, please do let me know. Come on in here. We've got like a bunch of lecterns here with some books for like maybe glass selection. We've got some glass right here. We had a cute photo of, I believe these two are dogs and that's a fox, I think, playing poker. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing actually. Dog poker. That's what they're doing. And of course we got that painting right there. We've got our different stained variants here in the color of a rainbow. Then we go back here. You can see where the glass will get melted. And I forgot something. I've also, which I forgot to do this on our iron farm, I actually put a threshold switch on this one. I set it to at or above 800 stacks. It'll turn on, and then if it gets below 300, it'll turn back off. This can hold obviously up to 1400 stacks, but I never am going to need that much glass all at once. At least I don't think I will. I might actually. I may need to up that. This obviously isn't producing anything right yet, as I still do have to put in a couple shafts, but there you go. You see I got the cobble generator right there, which goes just into a small mini vault just to hold some backflow, and then it'll come out here, get grinded up into gravel, and the gravel will get grinded down into sand, flint, and clay. Now, I technically could have kept the clay, but I actually plan on making a whole separate building for bricks. So instead, I just decided both the flint and the clay are just going to go over here and get burned, and then the sand obviously goes down, gets burned, and turned into glass. Let's go ahead and let's connect you up right there and right there. And you should start going. There you go. Of course, we got our list filters on there to stop them from going. Let's get me out of there. Got some just raw ingredients here. I never really know what to do with these empty areas, so I just put the raw ingredients there. And of course, as per usual, this goes ahead and it takes forever to wash or smelt things, but this one's kind of, I did this one a lot smarter than my last one, where I have it so that it's always being melted right along here. Yeah, there we go. Very, very simple, easy little glass farm. Let's go ahead and let's get ourselves a clerk. Also, I put this hourglass here because I think it's cool and I wanted it. Now let's go find ourselves a shop clerk. I'm not getting another bear. I had enough fun with the bear the one time. I do not need another one. Let's see here. What have we got? Got a raccoon. Got a couple raccoons. You want to know what? You're right here, so I'm just going to take you. And there we go. Look at that. Already 119 glass. This thing is pretty good. Not going to lie. It is a very good, very fast farm. I'm probably not even going to need... Like I said, that's why I have the threshold switch. Like, look at this. This is already backing up, but not too much. It's not doing too bad. Let's see in here. The cobble generator is way too big. This is why I have that like that, but that's all right. It will go ahead and it will get there eventually. I think the bottom vault will fill up before this one does, I think, or at least it will get to 800 stacks before this one, I think. I actually do need to go ahead and get a threshold switch added on this. I need to have threshold switches on everything because I don't want all the farms running 100% of the time. Now, I don't think I have addressed this in a video, but if you would recall, I don't even know how many episodes ago, but I had a boat here. I had a boat here with 2 pillagers in it. Both of them were pacified, and I was planning on using them for something, and I don't remember when. I completely forgot to mention it, but they are now gone. I don't know what happened to them. They couldn't have died, because even if they died, the boat would still be here, but it's just like they phased out of existence. So not really sure what happened. I'm pretty sure my map is possessed. Let's see, is my elevator even here? Okay, good. My elevator also moved on me again as well while I was mining for the Azarine and stuff earlier. But we're not going to worry about that. Actually, I want to go up here, because we're going to go do one more quick thing before I end off this episode. Well, hopefully quick thing. I have got 1 extra blaze powder. Let's see, can I find the end portal with just 1 Eye of Ender? Let's see. Okay, this way. Right, good. I just want to find it. Obviously, we're not going to go in there today, but I want to find it for a couple reasons. 1, so that I know where it is, and 2, so that this way we can go ahead and see. There's a mod on here. You search here, it's called Cataclysm, but basically it adds all these different eyes, and I believe in this mod you need all those different eyes to actually go to the end, and I just want to make sure that it's not actually activated, because I don't want to do that. I just want to use regular Eyes of Ender. I don't want to go finding all those different eye variants and whatnot. What are the odds that the dungeon is actually in, or on, I should say, our island here? No! Well, that's unfortunate. I know it's in that direction somewhere. Dang it. I have to go all the way back now. I know it's over here somewhere. There's actually a pretty decent chance that it might be here somewhere. I'm not going digging for it, but... do I go to the nether? I don't have looting. I don't want to go farming blaze rods without looting. That was already painful once. What do you have? Blaze rods? I don't even know if these can have blaze rods. I'll take that, though. I need those. You can see our city actually starting to form over there. I can't wait until we get way more buildings in it. I can't wait until we get the villager trading. I'm like 85% done designing it and everything, and it looks great. I cannot wait for you all to see it in the next episode. It's gonna be a lot of resource farming, definitely, for sure. It's gonna be a lot. I mean, look at it. You can already see just the raw template over there. It's massive. Not to mention the height I'm gonna be adding to it as well. I don't know where I'm going. I'm supposed to be going over here to dump off all my stuff. Okay, well, I was gonna go find the end portal, but I don't really feel like going and getting any blaze rods, as I had to do that last time. I don't really want to do it again. So, that's a shame. The end of the game still remains out of reach. That's alright. Let's see if that villager will behave now that I'm recording. Maybe he'll actually give me the flint trade. I should probably bring some flint with me. Oh, he needs to be level 2. I need sticks. Also, this thing is working just a little bit too well. It's moving a little too fast. That's why I really need to get this trading hall up and running quickly. There are monsters nearby. Where? Are you talking about Harvey? He's not a monster. He's a healer. Oh, I can see on the map that changing it to funnels has not fixed it. I can see items on the ground. That is very frustrating. It only happens when I unload and then reload the area. Everything just seems to go everywhere. I don't know why. Oh, maybe? Okay, there we go. Come on. Level up. There we go. There it is. That's the one I wanted. Perfect. Need to start farming emeralds now. And since I don't have a melon or pumpkin farm, this is the best way for me to do it at the moment. There we go. 20 emeralds. Not bad. What do we get? Ooh, string trade. I don't actually have any string. And then, of course, we can buy a crossbow, which I don't want. Anyway, you're going to sit there until, well, until the trading hall is done in the next episode. Let's go check our glass farm. It's only been about 5, maybe 10 minutes of it running. Only 332. Okay. Oh, I just realized. Oh, that's weird. I can see through the statue with the glass. Oh, that's weird. That's kind of cool, though. I wondered what there was, like some flashing going on. I couldn't tell what it was. That's what it is. You can see through the statue if it has glass. That's actually kind of good. Well, not good, but cool. Yeah, look at this. I must not have had it loaded in because it is flying through. Why are all the creatures in this so loud? Villager trading hall. You can see here in my backpack, I've got a whole lot of blocks right here, including all of this glass. Come on into here. You can actually see we've got 14k already in backup. I've actually turned off the cobble generator upstairs as well. I don't really need too much more, and having 14k in backup is, I think, more than enough for now. I might turn it back on later, but for now it's alright. Want to keep this area running as smoothly as possible with as many frames as I can get, so if I don't need a farm, I'm just going to turn it off. This is the site of our soon-to-be villager trading hall. You can see how absolutely massive this thing is going to be. I even ended up having to destroy some of the wall as this thing is just too big. I probably could have gotten away with something like 10% of its size, but I don't care. I want it to be big and grand, but as you can see, like I said, here are all of the blocks. I even upgraded my backpack, one of these stack upgrades, up to tier 3 with some of the diamonds I had. And I also had to go ahead and put some blocks even into this chest, as there's just way too many. If you all have been enjoying our Minecraft Create Forever world and are looking forward to seeing other big, amazing builds like this, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as I would greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to throw this right into a time lapse, because I have got a lot of building ahead of me. Also got to destroy a lot of blocks as well. Not a whole lot of time to do it in. So let's go ahead and let's get this done. Time lapse time. exterior is mostly complete. I still have to do a little bit of terraforming, put some custom trees down, but for the most part, the exterior is now completely done. And if you take a quick little look up into the corner into the map there, you can see I've basically made a giant mob spawn. So let's go ahead and let's clear this out. And then I can start, here we go. I can start actually doing the inside. Oh no, mistakes have been made. Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of them. Down all the torches. Can't shoot me. Can't touch this. Oh, hello. What? How'd you blow up? I was so far away. Also, I have returned back off mob griefing. That's why there's no hole. Ow. It's okay. I have amazing armor. It's fine. There's a spider up there. Come on. Alright, here we go. And then I just walk away, let everything despawn, and everything should be good. Although I kind of want those endermen. Hello. There you are. Come here. Come on. There we go. Yes. Give me all the pearls. You, come over here. Oh, wait a minute. There's a music disc over there. I want that. Anyway, we're just going to go ahead. We're going to walk away super quick. Like everything's starting to despawn. I can see that on the map. Oh, look at this thing. It's huge. I also really like the giant emerald I went ahead and put right up on the entrance there. Look at this thing. I'm very happy with how this has turned out. I'll talk a little bit more about it once we're fully done the entire build, but I'm very happy with how this has turned out. Also, I'm going to leave the opening, well, open. For now, I do eventually want to go ahead and get a create door in there. I just don't have time for that, as I need to get the power all the way brought over here, and this is going to take a little too long. Anyway, what we need to do now is I need to destroy this entire floor and go down, I believe, about 15 blocks. Because I want to have a nice little glass fog effect in here. I've got a bunch of drills on me, minecart tracks, and all that stuff. Oh, which one did I get? Heavy wind. I don't know what that one is. We'll listen to that later. But I have got to now try and destroy all that. Hopefully this will be enough drills. I think I should be able to go through at least a few passes. But I need to actually dig it down enough to, well, place the track down there. So let's go ahead and we're just going to do that real quick. Here we go. If I just dig this section down all the way to where I need to go, we should be all set. And then I can go ahead and I can make this little minecart track thing. Actually going to go ahead right here and just whoop, so I can actually see what I'm doing. There we go. There we go. So I'll bring you all back once I'm down there and I'll build this new drill here. I actually do need a proper new drill, as the one we currently have is a little outdated, but that's a little bit more down the line. That's not for today. Today is villagers. Having a beacon right now would be super useful. Alright, here we go. This is how deep we need to go. So let's go ahead, grab you, put you... There technically is no center, but that's fine. Put you right there, you right there. You on top, you back like this. Nope, not right there. A plow right there. A deployer right here. Right? Yeah, that seems right. And then just one more block, and then all of our drills. Now, let's see. How many can I get here? I got 3 stacks of drills. There we go. That still leaves me with 72. Okay, I can definitely get a little bit more. As obviously, the wider I make this, the less trips I'm gonna have to do. Let's just, real quick, just do this. Just this teeny tiny section here. I can do this by hand. This is fine. 12 down. That means, oh, I can go 6 more across. Oh, there it is. I was about to say, where have I messed this up now? All right. I need to actually go grab myself a chest. Go to sleep again. Get out of here. Don't interrupt me. Let me sleep. I'm totally in the bed. Alright, here we go. The most magnificent drill you have ever seen in your entire life. Let's go ahead and get it all glued together. Go. Let's see. Can I do all of this at once? Yes, I can. Nailed it. There we go. So now all I have to do is just get it started, give it some coal, and that will be all good to go. Yeah, let's do it. here we go. We got a big giant hole completely dug out and all the walls now fully filled in. Black stone down into black concrete, although looking at this now, I maybe should have used black concrete powder as a in-between, but that's okay. It doesn't matter, it's not that important. You're not really going to see it too much in the final build. Now, if you have not figured out what we're doing here, we're going to be doing the glass fog effect, which basically all you have to do is just layer a bunch of glass over top of each other, just leaving a 1 block gap in between. Show you here. So first off, you need to go ahead and make sure you have a light source in the bottom. Now, sometimes you should technically go ahead and have a light block everywhere, but because I'm trying to save on both resources and time here, I'm just doing it every 5 blocks. You got a shroom light. And then what you would want to do is then you just put a black carpet right on top, and then you put your black or whatever colored glass, basically whatever glass you want, black, blue, green, doesn't matter. I'm using black for today. And then you just go ahead and you just leave a 1 block air gap all the way up, not there. I use my silk touch pickaxes, these are all very valuable, and you just do that, and basically once you go ahead and you stand up top, it kind of looks like a fog effect. You'll go ahead and you'll see it once we get this all filled in, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now. And then I think I'm also just going to go straight into doing the upstairs, well, not the upstairs, the ground floor interior. We'll throw that right into a follow-up time lapse, because there's still another block. There's 1 block I'm actually still missing I need to get. I want to go ahead and get that with all of you. So let's go ahead and get this all filled in real quick. Six hours later, and the build is done. Oh boy, that took a lot. That was a little bit more than I was expecting, and I was already expecting it to be a lot, but there we go. We've got our big trading hall fully finished up here. Look at it in all of its glory. Like I said before, I probably could have done it like 10% smaller, but Nah, we needed to go big. There's still a little bit more landscaping I think I need to do on the outside, as it is a little bit bland. But for the most part, this is definitely going to suffice for a good long while. And if we head on in here, you can see our interior right here. I absolutely love these braziers. I really need to use them more often. I actually need to get a lot more silver though. These things take silver, and silver is kind of a little difficult to get. But anyway, you can see here the floor in which I wanted to do. It looked absolutely great. Eventually, once we go ahead and defeat the Ender Dragon, I might put some end rods in there to kind of make it look like the night sky. Got just a little bit of mini decoration here around the place. I probably should have actually put these as chests, as I should be storing all of the things that I need to trade with the villagers. But here you go, we got each of the little pods over here. I should actually count these too, see how many we have. I've got some armor stands and pedestals here, which you can put like anything in there. I don't know what I want to put in there, as there are, in this mob pack, there are some fancy weapons and stuff. I believe there are like some crazy looking axes or something. Yeah, there's like some crazy things. So I'm not sure what I want to put in the pedestals, and same with the armor stands, if I want to just put like netherite trim armor pieces in there, or what I want to put. So they'll remain empty for now, and I've got of course the exact same thing on the other side. Got our chandeliers here, lighting up the place fairly well. I didn't want this place overly bright. I did kind of want it a little dark, but at the same time I want to make sure that all of our villagers are safe and nowhere can spawn, and this is a very big building. Of course, nothing can spawn on the glass, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Got all of these little pods for all of our villagers. I probably don't even need this many, but it's nice to have. So of course we got our little mini emerald display there. It was a little difficult to fit in, but I got it. It's all good. We got a few places to sit around the place. Got a couple bridges bringing us across. This is the largest single build I've ever done. We got a nice little like VIP lounge area up here, and same on the other side. Got a little bit more storage stuff up here. And as you can see, we have got a little bit of a hole up here, and that's because I want to put Skulk up there. Now, I was going to do that in this episode, but I'm actually running out of time, so we're going to do that right at the start of the next episode. We're going to go find an ancient city or something, or at least just a deep dark, but I mean, I can't go to a deep dark without going to an ancient city, right? So we're going to go ahead, we're going to find that right in the beginning of the next episode, and we'll fully finish this off, but this is just the roof. It does not matter. It's not that important. There we go. Nice, big, beautiful villager trading hall, and this is going to time me over nicely for a while, and I believe one of these ones is how I'm going to be able to bring the villagers over from the hospital straight into here. This is insane. I am very happy with how this has turned out. Of course, we'll also go ahead and we'll get a create door in there set up as well at some point. I don't know when, but probably somewhat soon. I don't want things just randomly flying in here. Got a little bit of detail on this side, and on the back, nothing. That's because the wall is going to be here. It's going to go like right up the top. So the backside does not matter as much. As you can see, most of my buildings don't have backside. We don't talk about the backside, alright? Everybody knows the backside does not exist. It's not real. Got a few benches up front, as well as a few custom trees. These are just some little mini pine trees. Now, I don't know which mod is doing this, but for some reason in this biome, the oak, spruce, and dark oak are the exact same leaves. I wanted to try and blend them together, but for some reason they're the exact same, and I don't know why. Very frustrating, but it's okay, I guess. We actually come up here. You can see just how much space I'm actually not using up here. As you can see, I technically could have brought this up another layer if I really wanted to. We've got all this space in back here we could use, but it's okay. This is more than enough. Like I said, actually, I am going to count these. Let's count how many little slots I have. So that is... Wait, no way. Somehow, I have ended up with exactly 364 slots. Alright, we are going to fill in one slot every single day for the next year, and then we will have it maxed out within the year. Wow, I can't actually believe that I did that. But if we go ahead right in here, you can see, I believe this is all of the villagers. Yep, so this is all of the villagers here. Of course, we've got all of your default ones: butcher, cleric, farmer, fisherman, fletcher, leatherworker, librarian, mason, shepherd, toolsmith, weaponsmith. And then here are the modded ones. We've got chef, which can give us a lot of really nice meals. And I can also trade in my crops for emeralds. We have a cook, which I think is basically the same thing. I think their trades kind of suck a little bit more. We got a forager, which gives some funny stuff. What is that? Witch hazel blossom. Could be cool. Whatever that is. Here we go. And then we have the mechanical engineer, who is going to be very, very handy. Look at that. Mechanical grafters, rollers, arms, stressometers, all the good stuff from Create. Got hydraulic engineers. Also very handy. Train mechanic. Oh, yeah. Look at all this stuff. Oh, you're going to be great. You're probably going to be my favorite. And then we got the miner here, who's also got a few handy things there. That drill trade would have actually been pretty handy earlier on, but it's alright. So with 19 different villager trades, we can get 19 of each villager. That is insane. I do not need that many of, I think, even a single one. So yeah, this place is definitely going to be more than enough for our needs. I am very happy with this. Also, ignore the fact that it also kind of technically looks a little bit like a prison. Don't worry about that. It's a very nice, peaceful place, alright? We treat our villagers right here. Now, actually, let's go ahead and let's figure this out, exactly where it is I need to go. Do we want to bring over our first village? I don't know if I want to bring over my first villager, just because I don't actually know. So I'm just going to do this temporarily so that Harvey does not get attacked by any flies or anything. There we go. So we'll just go ahead and just bring them in like this, and then I'll fix this eventually. Yeah, there we go. Straight on in. Yeah, I don't know how I want to organize this area. As obviously I want all of these similar villagers in the same spot, but I don't know if I want librarians, say like here, or up here, or where do I want? I probably want, maybe I'll put the librarian, maybe I will put the librarian villagers here, just because, you know, I got some books there. Or I could put them all the way on the top and make my life super just difficult. I don't know. I'll think of something. I'll start filling this out in between episodes. And then, of course, at the beginning of the next episode, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get the skulk and finish that off. In the next episode as well, I think we're going to go ahead and actually take on the Ender Dragon, as this was our 20th episode in this world, and I still haven't even defeated the Ender Dragon. What is wrong with me? So we're going to go ahead, we're going to do that, especially so I can get access to end blocks, as I'm a really big fan of the end bricks. So we'll go ahead and we'll do that in the next episode. We'll go from one dangerous situation down in the deep dark into another, going into the end. Why not? And also I could use a little bit of a break from building after this one. Not a whole lot of talking for me in this episode, just a whole lot of building. If you all did enjoy the build itself, the time lapse, all of it, and are looking forward to bigger builds like this in the future, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, as I would greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye!